Cute. There it goes. Yeah, and then you have to click on OBS again.
Yeah. There she is.
Woo! Ooh, woo! Well, no one's here yet.
Yep.
So keep quiet. Don't give them anything for free.
Exactly.
No one shows up because it's New Year's Eve. They're all out having fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's just lame.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta do a little shareage. Ooh, TikTok's doing a countdown.
Ah.
We should be on there.
Mm-hmm.
Kilgore Void.
Reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. Yay!
Well, it's good to see you back.
Yeah. It's been too long.
Yeah.
Brett S. Woo! Fancy
Yay.
split screen. Yes, we're reporting from the same location for once.
Yeah. Got some of the old orcs.
Mm-hmm.
Painting them up.
Krieger Wolf, hello.
Doom.
Doom it up. Got my fucking shotgun, doom it up. Load up all the barrels, doom it up. Shoot him in the fucking face, doom it up. I don't know where that song's from, but I know Jack Packard sang it in an episode of Previously Recorded by the Red Letter Media gang. Oh, that wasn't the Red Letter Media. That was it was done by Rich and Jack. Which I would love to go see Comedy Sports just for Jack.
Mm-hmm. Lucky Bat. It's my boys.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Killer Void. Sorry I've been away, fellas. Had a bunch of end-of-the-year business to handle. All of the bodies have been buried. So I'm good there. Perfect. Well, these are the boys. You guys haven't seen the boys in a long time.
Boys, boys, boys. Bum, 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 bum.
So these are pretty much finished. The only thing that I want to add is like shells and stuff. I think that would be a lot of fun. Making the Beach Boys.
Mm-hmm.
But for today, we have a bunch of boys that need some highlighting. They need some help.
I'm continuing to work on the PRIMARIS PSYKER.
Void Jedi 16. Hey, Nick, a blue orc, I see.
Hey.
Interesting. Yeah. Love a good blue orc. A blork.
Yeah,
A
Nick,
beach boy.
Nick likes to go against the grain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a real rebel.
It's the only way to feel cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is to do that.
His gloom spites are going to be chartreuse.
Basically.
So welcome to our big
Yeah.
end of the year extravaganza, where we're going to paint in silence.
Paint in
no one
silence.
talk, no one chat.
Yeah. Both. Yeah.
Droxer 1. Sup, guys? Do you paint any busts or just minis? Just minis. I would like to paint some busts.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a lot of fun.
But mostly just minis. Only just minis. And only really in 28 mil scale.
Mm-hmm.
Blue orcs are blasphemous against Gork. Or are they
Yeah.
blasphemous against Mork?
Mm-hmm. Little bit of everything.
Treasure Hoard Hobbies, I'm here, made it.
Yeah. A lot of fun.
All right, I'm off to get crunk. If I'm still conscious, I'll stick my head in a while. Cheers all to a better year.
Yeah. Better years ahead.
Let old space marines be entombed in dreadnought chassis. Even though they could just pilot Invictus tactical warsuits.
A lot of people would disagree with you about that.
I know. I like the Invictus Tactical Warsuit. I just I think they invalidate Dreadnoughts.
A lot of people disagree with you on that.
Yeah, but I think just makes more sense to give a veteran a warsuit than it is to stick them, let them wait till they die, and then put them in a thing.
A lot of people would disagree with you.
Yeah. Really, only like 5 people.
Yes.
In terms of who people could comment.
A lot of people would disagree with you. Exactly. Yeah, it's good to get these going.
Oh yeah,
It's
you
been
guys.
a long time.
If we could point the camera the other direction, you would see a sea of Necrons in various stages of assembly.
Yes.
I love me some Necrons. TK's 3D prints. Remember, folks, show your support and hit the like icon.
Yeah.
Every click helps the channel.
Yeah.
You know what? Here, I'm gonna.
You're gonna join it.
Do I have to refresh?
It's probably not on the video page. Oh, there it is. Cool.
Boom. There. I helped us out. Somebody else downvoted it as I did it. Oh, that's awesome.
Every little bit helps.
Oh, this will be fun. Boom.
Stay focused. Yeah.
Treasure hoard hobbies. Wow, in my honest opinion. Zerg619. Oi, homies! Over is pinting the orcs is doing it proper.
Something like that. Look at these cute boys with their striped pants. Cute butts. Yeah. I haven't painted on camera since the late 80s.
Yeah, well, you're going to take over doing the tutorials from now on, right?
I don't know if anyone wants that. I got a little learning to do.
Treasure hoard hobbies. What's y'all favorite non-paint product, like pigments or technical paints or shifter paints? I love pigments. I don't know if I know exactly how to use them yet. I've used them a bunch to varying degrees of success. I also really love chipping medium. I've used Vallejo's chipping medium, and it's lovely and very easy to use. I tried out, I was on a kick of using oil paints. That was back when I had even a little bit of free time. Would love to get back into that.
The oil paints are pretty neat. I think my kill team's getting oils for sure. I don't know about the orcs. Definitely not the boys, but maybe maybe some vehicles. That'd be kind of cool. The boys.
DK Street Prince. Lol, great. I just ran out of gas for the heating.
Yeah, that ain't good.
Just highlighting my red.
Highlighting my blue.
AR, I have 1 hour before I start my 10-hour shift at work. Also, hi everyone.
Hey. It's good you made it.
Super Taco 22. Hey, yeah, missed a spot.
Who did?
It's a good question. Doom. I've been building some Stormcast boys over the past couple days, and man, do they love their 40mm bases. That's true. Stormcasts are on 40s. I like to think that the sizes are going to keep increasing till eventually, like, it's on, like, the oval flying stand. That'll be a regular infantry model.
Yeah, and the model's still... Although the models are pretty big.
The models are very big.
Be funny if the model was still small.
Mm-hmm.
It was, like, grot-sized. That'd be fun.
Fingers crossed that the neighbor's fireworks don't wake up the 2-year-old. Yeah, but the gunfire probably will.
I know a lot of places weren't doing fireworks this year. They don't want people ootin' a boot.
Treasure Hoard Hobbies. Just finished my Chaos Converted Chaplain, so I'm feeling great. Put it up on my Insta.
Nice.
Dave Dog, hello from Lockdown Europa.
Are they doing a lockdown? Another one?
Oh, I thought isn't Europa a moon of Saturn?
I just assumed Europe.
Ah. Europa's in Europe. It probably is, but that's funny. Super Taco 22 just got my Rampart Terrain Kickstarter 10 months after ordering. Are they the people who gave a whole bunch of YouTubers terrain? I think Black Magic Craft got like $2,000 of terrain. Is that the stuff? The modular 40k like Gothic ruins terrain? They are. People are still going to party regardless because people are people.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I think that's great.
Could you imagine getting together in person?
Mm-hmm. Why you doing blue skin orc boy?
Because they're cool. They're the Beach Boys.
I think you'll find that is actually not conducive to the lore.
It's actually not part of the lore. You actually can't have blue orc boys.
No. So just know you're wrong.
There's no possible way. But they're pretty cute, aren't they? Look at those pants. Look at them go. And it kind of looks like in the bottom they kind of poop themselves a little bit, which is just a nice touch. All right. Let's move some of these boys out of the way.
Lyric. Hi. Just wanted to say hi.
Hey.
Love your videos. Keep on going, guys.
Yeah.
Heart emoji.
Aw.
That's what I think. Oh my god. This is the kind of heart-stopping action you'll find on our
live streams.
Yeah. Next, 2021, which is annoyingly long to say, like 2020, 2021.
2021.
Yeah, I also have pictures of full rebellion with people carrying torches, setting fire to cars that was labeled peaceful protesting.
There you go.
I'm sure some people were peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I bet most of the day was very peaceful. If you look at it in terms of the whole time, you know, if you look at the big picture. Who was it? Tim Dillon who said like, you know, O.J. Simpson was very peaceful for most of the day.
Yes. Yes, that is what he said.
I don't know.
Up until the murders.
I get it though. People are angry and some people are taking advantage.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. You know, some people want real reform and some people want a plasma.
Right, exactly.
What are you going to do? Every evening, baked beans and Coca-Cola. Is Nick going to drill out the gun barrels? Is he?
Nope. Not on all of them. I think I'll do it on... I think some of them I did way back when. This guy got a drill out. I think I gotta do a black dot on every single one.
I really want to put out a video called 50 Ways of Drilling Gun Barrels, but I can only think of like 25. But it's no fun if it's like, 23 different ways to drill gun barrels. It was really fun thinking of all those different ways to make a hole, but then all of a sudden I was like, wait, I don't know how many there are.
What do you think the easiest way is?
You take your hobby knife and you poke it and you twist.
Yeah, that is a good way to do it.
That makes a hole. I do that almost all the time. The only time I break out the drill is if it's like a really big gun, like a Space Marine bolter. Otherwise, I just do the old stick and twist.
Stick and twist.
Although the PCB drill bits are really sharp and they really move through the plastic. I'm always nervous I'm going to snap them though because they're so fragile.
Yeah. I was a wee lad when I put these together, and also when someone else put them together and then I got them. So I think I'm going to leave them as is. Some of them are going to get a redo. Not going to break them apart or anything, but yeah, like there's a lot of mold lines and I just painted right over way back when. And I don't want that. I don't want that at all.
Dave Dog, I watched a video today, and if a comet came out of the Kuiper Belt directly towards us, we would have, at the most, a year of pre-warming. Not a pre-warning. Not enough time to create a ship to nuke it. You get Bruce Willis and, the whole crew together. Steve Buscemi. And you send them up into space. You get the best oil drillers. You don't teach astronauts how to drill. You get drillers and teach them how to be astronauts. That's the secret. Dude, one of them is using a lighter to strategically melt the gun barrel. That is a very risky, risky strategy. We have a base on the moon in 2024. I mean, we probably have a base on the moon now. They're just not
we just don't
telling
know
us
about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a space force.
Yeah. The Steve Jobs is up there with Elvis and Michael Jackson, and
I don't know if Michael Jackson gets to go.
He gets to go. The next thing will be asteroid mining. It's looking more and more commercially viable. I know, I watched a really interesting video on, I think it's called like a mega, not a mega computer. It's like a computer with like near infinite processing power, but you'd need to like mine out the entire solar system for resources to build it.
So why do we need it?
Well, because
for Google.
Yeah.
I mean, you can only get your YouTube video so fast, right?
Yeah. It reminds me of the amazing book, Seven Eves. Absolutely incredible book. Amazing. Nick is not wearing his New Year's Eve dress. Downvote.
Yeah, I had to put it in the wash. I spilled wine on it.
The computer is a Commodore 64, which is overclocked.
Perfect.
I'm getting sleepy. Are we just about done?
20 minutes in. Are you gonna be able to make it to midnight?
Oh, I think.
Or are you gonna have to go to bed a little early? When I was growing up, we watched the New York one, so I went to bed an hour before, but I didn't know because I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I got tricked.
You really did downvote. Nice. Yeah, if everyone could go and downvote this video, I'd really appreciate it.
Please do it.
Please. I did.
We have 2 downvotes.
Those are rookie numbers. We got to get those numbers up. TK 30 Prince. I love the time travel. Already new year for me.
That's true. How is it in the new year? Is everything different? Is everything just better automatically? I remember everyone's like, yeah, in 2021, just everything's gonna be better. So let's see. A lot of people say it's gonna be part 2. A lot of people are making that joke.
The revenge. I hope Nurgle's disease just fizzles out and we forget about it.
I think the news even wants that. Yeah. I think people are tired talking about it.
I just hope we can get going on these new Star Wars movies. It was sad not getting one this year. I want them. I mean, we got Mandalorian, which is pretty cool. And I'm gonna have to wait for the English dub release of Netflix's Beastars. I have been loving Sweet Home. I'm an episode and a half in. It is phenomenal. It's everything I wanted out of American Horror Story. But it's actually good.
Yeah, American Horror Story is a little boring, I feel like.
Well, and all the characters become too bad. Like, you don't root for anyone.
Yeah. I mean, I stopped watching after, what is it? Coven? Right? Isn't that one?
I don't think I finished that one. There was one I watched like 3 episodes of, and I think it was Coven.
Didn't see Hotel.
Klaus Schwab of the World Economics Forum reckons he's the emperor of mankind. He wants no one to own private property and for us to live in government-owned pods with no belongings.
Let's do it.
Is it a roomy pod? I mean...
Yeah, how nice is the pod? And like, what do we have to do?
Yeah.
Like, you know, do we have to take a hiatus again, or like, you know, what are we saying?
Brett asks, the first season of American Horror Story was okay, but it was all downhill after that.
I liked Asylum.
I think Asylum was the best one.
I liked Asylum. Half of the circus one is pretty good.
Yeah. I don't think I watched any more of that. I watched the first one, which I barely remember. The second one, which was Asylum, which was great. And then I think I skipped the third one because that was the witch one.
Yeah, that one was boring.
And then I watched Freak Show.
Mm-hmm.
It was decent.
I met the art director for American Horror
Ah.
Story. He left after a hotel because they were making him do stuff he didn't want to do.
Dave Dog, I tell you guys, a great TV series if you are into sci-fi, which is slightly like Game of Thrones, The Expanse. I think we talked about The Expanse. It sounds neat. I hate Game of Thrones. Ooh, I do want to watch The Witcher, TK's 3D prints. Only watched 2 episodes of Game of Thrones, was not my thing. Love The Witcher. And that guy, Superman, whatever his name is, he plays 40k. Or at least collects some models from 40k.
Mm-hmm.
But some custodies, which that's usually not an off-the-shelf army. That's usually not a, oh, this is neat.
Mm-hmm.
Midwinter teased that again in his end of the year special. The him and that actor doing something.
Really? Do you
Yeah.
think they had some talks?
I really doubt it. I really doubt it. Can you imagine the different level? Like, you know, that guy, I wish I could remember his name. To Midwinter. Like, Midwinter is the biggest 40k YouTuber, which is one of the smallest YouTubers you can possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
Henry Cavill, thank you.
Yeah.
Aristol.
Yep. We're always really good at the names.
I think I need more water.
This is water. That's the sound of water right there. I don't remember. There was another. It might have been the same actor. There was some actor that was really into 40k, and I remember. Was it Conan that made fun of him about it, or Jimmy Kimmel? It was someone made fun of him because he painted, and he was like a Golden Demon winning painter or something. I don't remember who it was.
Surprising. Usually actors aren't cool.
Yeah.
Usually they're very good at one thing, which is acting.
Mm-hmm. But I
Huh,
don't remember. Really... I don't remember. Yeah, that young actor. Yep. I don't remember. But I think he was on Conan, which is pretty funny. But they were making fun of him like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It is quite the thing to do. So I get it. It's hard to explain that it's cool. You know? Oops. There she blows.
Henry also plays Total War Warhammer and WoW. Which game is WoW?
World of Warcraft.
Oh. There were also rumors years ago that Robin Williams was a Warhammer fan. Oh, and Vin Diesel is supposed to be a Warhammer fan too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He's a big D&D player.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a nerd. I don't know how true it is, but one store owner who, a store apparently local to Vin Diesel, said that he showed up asking for table time, but they were going to close soon. So he just bought a squad of Blood Angels and left.
Huh. That surprises me. I would also lie. Imagine you have the store that Vin Diesel goes to. Seems a little sus. There There are a lot of stores in that area.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's a rumor with
Robin Williams,
because there's a photo of him, like with some geeks at a gaming store.
Mm-hmm. With some geeks.
AR, I tell every single passenger I have to get into painting minis.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Vin Diesel apparently plays Black Templar, a guy at the London, Tottenham Court Road confirmed it. Ah, maybe he'll do a collab with us because I play Black Templar. We're on the same level.
What if he's seen one of our videos? What if he watches the live streams and he just doesn't comment?
Vin Diesel, are you here?
That'd be a good collab.
Robin Williams was into Eldar.
Eldar.
There are photos of Williams' old Eldar minis painted. Neat. I wish I was Vin Diesel. I wish I got to be in Fast and the Furious movies.
Mm-hmm. Maybe if you grow up,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, when you grow up, you'll be able to do it. If you're a good boy, you get jacked.
Ansel Elgort was a young actor on Conan who won the gold. Why does that name sound familiar? What have they been in? Mm-hmm. Ansel Elgort. What? That name sounds so familiar. Dave Dog! Who that?
Yeah, but I remember Conan really making fun of him.
You wish you had lots of money and fame? No, I wish I looked good bald in the tank tops.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could try it.
Mm-hmm. Catherine Smith. Happy New Year 2021.
Yeah.
Baby Driver. Oh, Han Solo. He looked like Han Solo in Baby Driver. He was not Han Solo. Neat. Wow, he's a good painter. Neat. He was very good in Baby Driver. Hard to be bad in that movie. Just an incredible movie. I remember I saw that in theaters, and I had one of those experiences where I was like, I'm lucky I got to see that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it has the beloved actor Kevin Spacey, who's
yes, who is fine.
Yeah,
and has done everything fine.
Divergent. Okay, well, we can't win them all. But Baby Driver was phenomenal.
Can't win them all.
It was really bad. I mean, the book's not great either.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I can't believe it's not Hunger Games / The Giver. The Giver film, obviously best known for one of Taylor Swift's best performances.
Oh my god.
Tay Sway.
Love Tay Sway. I can't wait for her to sweep the Grammys.
I like Divergent, and the movies kind of died. That's true. They never finished the books, right? Or they didn't like the movies didn't catch up to the books. I think they just stopped because no one went to see them.
Mm-hmm. And do it.
Which didn't a very similar thing happen with the Narnia movies? Did they ever finish Narnia? I remember they came out with one and everyone went to go see it and was kind of disappointed. And then a second one came out that I feel like no one saw. And after that, I didn't hear anything about Narnia.
Yes. I think I saw the first Narnia movie with everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember there being more.
I think they did the main 3 Narnia movies. I read those books when I was like 7. I barely remember them. I remember Aslan the Lion.
Are those? I don't think I could read those books now. Are those books for kids to read?
They're kids' books.
Yeah, I don't think I could read them now. I don't know what a wardrobe is.
Mm-hmm. Or what a lion or the witch.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the monopods.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. Yep, that's it. I remember this just because of the meme where Aslan says, like, "Shut up, witch!
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to explain the deep lore to me. I was there when it was written."
Mm-hmm.
The Maze Runner movie suffered the same fate. I read the first few chapters of Maze Runner, and it seemed like really, really bad. I remember the movie was like they put kids in a maze to solve the zombie apocalypse.
I mean, how could you go wrong?
That's true. Young adult sci-fi movies suck. We want hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a great movie called Hardcore Henry with one of my favorite actors, Charlito Copley. You don't see him ever once in the whole movie. And it might not be Charlito, now that I think about it. No, he plays a different character. He plays, like, the friend. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. I love him in everything he's ever been in. I like the movie.
Did anyone else like the movie?
No. No one else liked the movie. It's the gimmick of the movie. It's entirely in first person.
Oh,
And it's an action movie.
I remember that one.
And it's pretty dope. I mean, you can just watch the music video that it's based on and get the whole thing. But it's cool that it was a whole movie, and I think the movie actually has some really neat stuff in it. Treasure Hoard Hobbies. Do not cite the deep magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written. AR. Horus Heresy series done like Band of Brothers for HBO. That would be neat. Games Workshop would just have to quadruple its yearly take-in, and they could do it.
Exactly.
The Percy Jackson movies were a travesty no book series deserves.
I remember.
Oh, no. Who said that? Treasure Hoard Hobbies? You're not correct. Aragon had the worst movie of all time. Poor Christopher Paolini. When that 18-year-old wrote his book, a neighbor of mine wrote to Christopher Paolini in high school, and he got a very nice response.
Wow.
Because Aragon was hot when I was in 8th grade.
From him or from a publicist?
I think it was from him.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
I don't think it was that big. He was probably 20 at the time. Ooh, I forgot that poor movie. Yeah. You know what was hilarious? When I was a little kid reading those books, I didn't understand the idea of him just not writing about the battle. So I got the first book, and then I got the second book, and the battle in the first book, it ends with the battle starting, and the second book starts with the battle having been finished. And I didn't understand how that could work, and so I'm just like, the book is wrong. Like, it's missing stuff.
You think that to this day?
To this day. You know, I liked those Aragon books. The last book is kind of a mess because I think he was done at that point. See, anything that sets up a prophecy without a clear exit strategy never really works out. Remember the Star Wars prequels when they brought up a prophecy and they literally never explain it? That movie low-key killed my desire to read the rest of the books. Books 1 and 2 and 3, I think, are good. Were there 4 or was it a trilogy? I want to say it's 4. There was the blue dragon, the red dragon, the gold dragon, and a green dragon, I think. I'm trying to picture the book covers. I think that's true. I think there's 4. And the 4th one's a mess.
I remember watching the movie as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what happened at all.
Mm-hmm. I remember playing the movie tie-in video game.
Those are always
Fox's
good.
house. And so it had local co-op.
Mm-hmm. That's always good.
You know, so we're playing
Split screen?
on a 20-inch screen. So we each. And I remember there was the sections where you're on the dragon, and we both controlled the dragon. So we're just fighting each other.
You both control the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make any sense.
Carlos Lamus, yo gents, what's up from how Texas? HOUTX. Painting in scepters and watching Star Wars Rebels. Ooh. How are you liking Star Wars Rebels? I found it pretty hit or miss. I like it overall. I think it's fun that it exists. But I could not take Ezra Miller. Or Ezra Bridger, that was his name. Which is kind of too bad because he's the main character and the focus of the show.
Yeah, you probably should like that.
I liked every other character. Well, I don't like the tough guy. The not Chewbacca.
Mm-hmm.
God, what's his name?
Man, I let the null oil just get into this when I was 15.
Treasure Hoard Hobbies. 4 is an unlucky number to the Japanese. So they don't like Connect 4. Or Foursquare.
Just... Those are just not big games there.
And they're probably not big fans of Aliens 4. Tremors 4 Back to Perfection. Or no, Tremors 4 The Legend Begins. Which is too bad because that's the good one. AR does not have Space Marines, not interested in that junk. Speaking of terrible fantasy movies based on books, did you guys ever see the animated Dragonlance movie? I have not. I never even heard of that. Dragonlance. I saw Dragon Tales when I was a toddler.
Yeah. I mean, I still keep up with it.
Oh.
Yeah, big fanboy.
On season 50.
Do they still make new PBS shows?
I think they only ever made like a season or two and then just reruns because
forever.
kids don't care.
Yeah. Do they make? I heard that they keep making Arthur. They keep making Arthur.
Do they ever rerun Sesame Street or is it always new?
I think they do reruns. I remember reruns. But
okay.
Isn't there something weird where Sesame Street they're owned by HBO now? Or HBO is doing something with them? I don't quite remember. Something weird's happened with Sesame Street.
So you're going to have to pay for a $20 channel to watch Sesame Street?
Yeah, I don't know. Or they were producing it or something. Or I don't know what.
Because isn't the magic of Sesame Street that like everyone could watch it?
Because it's on PBS.
Yeah.
But I think that there's something weird with HBO. Maybe I'm a dum-dum. Imagine that.
It's coming to TBS. AR New Tremors pisses me off. I think it's fun that it exists, but yeah, Tremors 5 and 6, and now 7. I haven't seen 7 yet, but 5 and 6 are kind of the worst thing ever. I think Tremors 1 is a perfect movie. Tremors 2 is a really fun sequel. Tremors 3, you don't have to watch that one. Tremors 4, a really fun sequel. That's my review of the entire Tremors series. Mm-hmm. My review channel is going to be called Eons of Movies. It's coming out in 2021.
In a few hours, we're launching it.
First movie is going to be Casablanca. And
have you ever seen Casablanca?
No.
I've never either. Are you really a movie person if you haven't seen it?
There's a Japanese 1970s TV D&D series, which is good. Christian Cloudsky just came into the stream. Y'all talking Dragonlance? I'm actually running a Dragonlance 5th edition game currently, once or twice a month, online with Fantasy Grounds. I would love to play D&D one day. That'd be really fun. I don't really want to be the DM though, because I feel like I'm always the DM.
Yes. Talk to Ben.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Ben plays D&D a lot.
Maybe I'll have to. I'll have to try that out.
I would play. Little game of Kill Team, little game of D&D.
Yeah.
You know.
Little KT, little DD.
You can maybe get your first game in forever. The new year and forever.
Yeah. I had a 2020 game, and then I'm going to have a 2021 game.
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe, because I only took one turn in 2020, so maybe I'm going to take turn 2 in 2021.
Well, yeah, we took a picture, and we'll reset up the board so you can play again. And have many, many more arguments.
AR7 is the worst. 7 is the whole reason I'm mad as hell. I haven't seen 7 yet. I was gonna talk to a friend of mine who moved away, but we love Tremors, and I think we're gonna try to watch 7 together. But yeah, 6 was ass. So I'm sure 7 is gonna be great. I can't believe Michael Gross still does those movies. There's something magical about it though, that he won't quit. He's like a joke in the first movie, and then he becomes like the show. There was a short-lived but surprisingly good TV show on FX, and I thought it was really good. Apparently, though, they didn't have a lot of faith in it, and they aired the episodes out of order because they thought some episodes were stronger. And so
you can't do that.
Characters got introduced who didn't show up yet, and people were confused, and no one watched it except me. I remember me and my dad copying it to VHS tape.
Oh yeah.
On I think there was an 11-inch TV down here. It was like a little box. Carlos Lamos. The original Tremors was great. After that, they were all okay at best. I will give you the original Tremors as a fantastic, flawless movie. I think 2 and 4 are worth watching. But yeah. Tremors films are funny if you know what to expect. Kind of like Sharknado. You take that back. Aristoteles?
What?
Aristotle's? Aristoteles?
I don't even know.
Sharknado is trash. That was made to be trash. To be fair, the new Tremors movies, like 5, 6, and 7, are pretty trashy. But don't even bring up Sharknado in the same sentence as Tremors. Sharknado is like, oh my god, we can buy this movie title. Hey, let's cobble together $3,000 and make a movie. And people will be dumb and watch it because it's got a funny title. They've made 9 of them.
People watch them. I mean, maybe we should do that.
Yeah, on Eons of Films. It's coming out in 2021.
Yeah.
First episode's Casablanca.
Yep. Eons of Films.
It's pronounced could see. Ah, thank you.
You got saved.
Yeah.
Saved by the spell.
Wait, I'm confused though. A different person said that. Is that true? Airstostisles. Tell me how to say your name, please.
Oh, I see.
Are two people trying to help me figure out how to say their respective names? Christian Klaudsky? That couldn't be Coudsey, right? It's Christian. And then Cloudsy. I think I need more water, then I'll be able to really figure this out.
Yeah, you need some nice strong water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some nice water. Try to get the old hand painted.
Dave Dog, I bet you think the movie Ghoulies is a classic. I haven't seen Ghoulies. Yeah, it's a Greek philosopher pronunciation close to Aristotle.
Aristotle?
Aristotle. Still doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm. I love it. We're not good readers or spellers or thinkers.
I was saying my last name is like Coudsey. Oh, Christian Coudsey. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Christian Coudsey. That makes perfect sense now that you've said that. I see it.
You had a little too much water.
You didn't get it either.
No, I didn't even know where it was.
I know. I love Christian Coudsey. I love that you're the Wampa from Empire Strikes Back. It's very rare I can tell what your guys' profile pictures are, but I can tell the Wampa.
That makes sense.
Ghoulies is a classic. It's up there with Critters and The Gate. Oh, I love Critters so much. I got it from Walmart one day. It's all 4 Critters movies on one disc.
Mm.
It's great. It's great. The first Critters is a classic. The second Critters is pretty epic. And the third Critters is actually Leonardo DiCaprio's first movie.
Hmm.
And they say that all over the poster, bigger than the title.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty bad.
Well, how else are you gonna get people to watch it?
And then Critters 4 takes place in space.
Hmm.
My screen name online is actually Wampasaurus. Oh, that's great. Jesse Cabral, Happy New Year, fellow orc lovers.
Yeah.
I actually hate orcs. I think they're dumb. Not a fan.
Look at these cuties. Look at this cutie.
Mm-hmm.
They're all gonna look like this one day.
Aristotle. Actually, my nickname was Aristotle's, but I was really drunk when I created the account, so I rolled with it.
Ah, too much water.
Mm-hmm. I like orcs. I have some very small collection of orcs.
Mm-hmm. They're very nice orcs.
Yeah, and I have 2 boxes of knobs and 2 boxes of boys that I got a really good deal on.
Hmm.
I paid $25 each. Good old trolling the Facebook buy sell trade group.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Dog have been campaigning for Leprechaun 2 to get Best Film Oscar retrospectively. I've seen Leprechaun 1. I have not seen Leprechaun 2. F in chat for the future of the Tremors franchise. You know, if they keep on making them, I'll keep watching them. I think, though, it is super lame that they changed the design of the monsters. I feel like that's one of the main things like they had. So it seems weird that they would change it.
Mm.
Like, those are classic monsters. The Tremor and the Shrieker. Not so much the Ass Blaster.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine, whatever.
That was my nickname in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You remember liquid ass?
Is that like the stink bombs?
Mm-hmm. But people would spray it, like, they would spray it in the school.
Oh.
Like, on, like, the last day of school, they'd make it smell really bad, because that's what you do in high school.
Yeah. I just remember people in the locker rooms, while we're all naked and underage, would spray each other with Axe.
We were all naked and underage.
Did you ever shower?
No.
No, I showered all the time because I did the hardcore gyms.
Nah, I did. Yeah, I ran a lap.
I did like weight training.
I ran like this.
Yeah. But yeah, it's weird, and it's not even like nice showers. It's like those stalls that you stand like in a circle around, and you pull it, and a little piss stream of water comes out. It was weird.
Yeah.
Can't recommend. I hope it's changed now, because that was weird.
Yeah, and for some reason the gym teacher was always watching you.
No, yeah, the gym teacher, he would go straight into his office and like lock the door and just stay in there, because what else could he do?
Yeah,
You can't come out.
No.
He's gonna get arrested.
Yeah, it was pretty weird.
Just remember, we would hit each other, spray each other with Axe body spray. One time, I couldn't believe I didn't get in huge trouble for this, but I took part in zip tying a kid.
You did?
I don't know where we got a zip tie, but our friend was playing along, so I think it was me, Brian. Who's that kid?
High school was a long time ago.
High school was a long time ago, but Alex something.
Alex P.
That sounds right.
Yep.
But I remember we zip tied his hands like a policeman. But we didn't do it that tight. I think, and he kind of let us do it. Like he could have.
He liked it.
But then Alex P. grabbed the end and pulled it tight. And so me, all of us and the gym teacher, we went right to the school, and the gym teacher cut and just never said a word. I just think he didn't want to deal with it.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. All these stories coming right back after some water.
Yeah. The water just brings it out of you.
It does.
Oh man. I don't even remember what I was doing.
They must be the luckiest boys, as they is the bluest boys.
Yeah.
Has Kevin Bacon retired as an actor? Ain't seen him in 8 years.
Kevin Bacon?
Wait till you see 7. Is that the movie with the dolls? No, that's 9. There's 7 Psychopaths. I've seen that movie.
There was the same year 2 movies named 9 came out. One was the cartoon, and then one was like a dance thing. And my grandma saw that one, and then I saw the cartoon one, and we both were talking about it. Like, we watched the same movie, and she was like, who let you watch that movie? It's like, no, I watched it with my friends. Why would your friends want to watch that movie?
I remember I got into it with someone in the lunchroom because I would always talk about movies.
Really?
Yeah. And so, and that year, the movie, what's the Scarlett Johansson movie where she gets drugs in her and she becomes all powerful? Lucy. The movie Lucy, and the movie, I'm not going to remember the name of the other one. The Under the Skin. Under the Skin came out. I think they came out the same year. And so someone brought up Lucy, and I thought they were talking about Under the Skin, which is a very different movie. And it was a very confusing.
It was a very confusing conversation.
I didn't like Under the Skin. Has anyone seen Under the Skin? World War Art, hello.
Hey.
What are we talking about? I don't know.
Brett asks, hey, I don't think that's water. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Barbara Streisand has a bacon number of 2 for 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Yeah, I was talking about how I don't like Under the Skin. I didn't get it. It's an artsy movie, and I think it's a little bit more farts than arts.
Nailed it. Farts than arts.
There's like 10 minutes of out the bus window footage. I don't get what makes that good. Like I get like it's like, oh, like a regular movie wouldn't have like bad out of focus cinematography of just mundane moments. But does that make it worthy of being in a movie? Kevin Bacon was also in The Following, which was a show about an FBI agent chasing a serial killer that ran from 2013 to 2015.
Was he done recently? Is that what it was?
Hobby Hero, we found the blue orc. Where's the purple? Ooh. Purple orcs would be very sneaky. Very sneaky.
Sneaky gets. The Blorks, the Beach Boys.
You know, another movie. I think I just don't really get really artsy movies. There was another artsy movie that came out about models called. It's about models. Neon Demons, and that one was better because the cinematography was really really cool. But I still didn't get it. I didn't get what they were trying to tell me or not tell me.
Don't be a model? Or was it to be a model?
Lucky Bad Guy, Neon Demon, yeah. Christian Kudsey. I'm myself working on some intercessors and a squad of hellblasters. Jealous. I want some hellblasters. I don't think I deserve them though. I haven't done any work to my Black Templar in forever. The last thing I guess was that attack the chaplain on bike, which I actually painted not that long ago. Christian Kudsey. Blood Angels is my chapter. Neat. I love the Blood Angels. I can't wait until the Primaris Blood Angels get the torsos that have the pecs with the nipples. Because the current the Legacy Marines have them, but the Primaris do not, which I think is could be it could be improved upon with nipples.
That's why my orcs have nipples. I got the orc nipple pack. Just glue them right on.
Have you ever seen like a really artsy movie?
Me?
Yeah.
What one did we watch with the ghosts?
Oh, that movie. I kind of like that movie. It was called A Ghost Story?
Yeah,
Was it just called A Ghost Story?
It might have been.
I think.
Yeah, I don't really remember too much about it. But I
remember she eats pie for about 8 minutes.
Yeah. Or the ghost stands there for a long time.
Yeah.
Or something happens. It's real fartsy.
It was a little fartsy. I think that movie was okay. I'll never watch it again. But I feel like I got what that movie was telling me though. That like time is infinite, nothing matters. So although I think it landed in a little bit more of a nihilistic place, where I think life is infinite or is finite, so it's more important. Where I think they were trying to say life is not important. It's
meaningless.
Yeah. But I always land on like it mattered at the time.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't hold in a poop because you're just gonna have to poop later. Like it's important now.
This is deep.
I'm a philosophy major.
You wouldn't hold in a poop. Get that on a t-shirt.
Yep.
Man. That's hilarious.
Carlos Lemos. Blood Angels players as well. The whole
Nice.
Greco-Roman armor aesthetic would be rad for the Primaris Marines. I think in about 5 years we'll see a lot of that come back. When the Primaris have kind of properly replaced the older kits, I think we'll see a lot of that variety kind of come back. It is kind of an awkward thing, replacing by far the largest model range that Games Workshop makes with new models.
Yeah.
I think they maybe should have tried it out on like the Genestealer cult are new. What's like the smallest? I guess Tau. I don't know. The Tau models look good though, and arguably the old Space Marines didn't.
Yeah. And people are gonna buy them.
Yeah,
because
that's true.
50% of players are Space Marine players.
Christian Kudzi, still no idea why they didn't give the Primaris treatment to Dante. Is Dante the one where his armor kind of looks like muscle and he's wielding a big axe? Is that Dante? Or is Dante the golden guy?
The Golden Demon?
There's a lot of independent characters for the Blood Angels. Genestealer Cult was from 5th, Tau late 3rd, along with Grey Knights. Genestealer Cult are from 5th? That doesn't sound right.
Maybe that's when they started?
No, they started with Deathwatch Overkill, which must have been 2014-15. I know they did used to be an army, but I thought that was like maybe 2nd or 3rd edition was when they were still a metal army. Genestealer Cult was from 5th, Tau late 3rd, along with Grey Knights. I remember when... Well, I don't remember when Tau and Grey Knights came out, but those are a little bit fresher in my brain than my knowledge of Genestealer Cult. Christian Kudzi. No, that's Astarath. Is that the chapter master of the Blood Angels? Dante is a chapter master. He has gold sanguinary armor. Yeah, that's the one I was... Okay, that was one of the ones I was thinking of. He has golden sanguinary armor and massive scary axe. I love the Sanguinary Guard. I am constantly right about to start a Blood Angels army just because I love the Sanguinary Guard so much. Just some golden jump infantry with some of the best close combat weapons in the game. The only thing is they suffer a little bit the same problems the Grey Knights do, because in 40k guns are about 3 times the size they should be. And so when the gun is strapped to your wrist, it kind of looks like you have a toaster oven on your wrist.
Someone's watching a TikTok.
I just finished a squad of Sanguinary Guard and a Sanguinary Ancient. Brett asks, maybe Genestealer Cult played kind of like Traitor Guard without a proper codex. I could see that. I got into Genestealer Cult hard when I think I bought like 5 copies of the Genestealer portion of Deathwatch Overkill. I remember I bought that particular one from my cousins when my cousin owned a gaming store. Drove 2.5 hours to get that. I think he sold it quickly after that because it sucked.
Having a store.
Like I think he literally worked there like 8 hours a day, like 6 days a week, and it was barely breaking even.
Yeah, it's hard.
Per the lore, Dante was not allowed to cross the Rubicon Primaris by order of Rowboat Girly Man. Robert Girly Man. So Mephiston went first, followed by Astarath. The new Mephiston model is,
great.
I think, one of the best models for 40k. It is so good. It is. It's such a model. And if you look on the GW Webster, you'll find that that model does not have a 360 spin. And I suspect it's because the model was damaged, and so they can't show off the back. It's my little conspiracy theory for the day. I'm sure I'll mention a few more after I have some more water.
Yeah, the water really brings it out of you. Ooh. Look at that arm. It's a spicy arm.
Brett S. I'm not a huge fan of the Primaris story. I think they should have just released Primaris as the new Space Marine model line with their size corrected for scale. That was 100% me when Primaris came out. I think I've warmed up to it now. Here's the tricky thing. New is always a little better than old. Because, like, if I find the newer lore books more attractive than the old ones, just because it feels way easier to get current than it is to read
everything.
100 novels. I kind of like the new Primaris lore because it's like a progression, whereas it's always kind of been a little stagnant before. And I like the idea that Call is up to no good. Like he is just a mega genius who has been inventing, which you're not supposed to do in the 40k world. And he now is kind of the sole person in charge of Space Marines. That's kind of huge. I would love to see him maybe in the future side with the traders and give them the ability to make Primaris Marines. And then see like a proper civil war. I think they could do a lot with it. I think it was smart to do something besides just to have Space Marines continue to be Space Marines. And I think if they did just make them new armor, I don't think people would be as willing to buy. Which is a little bit like boring. Like, oh, the decision was based on marketing.
Yeah, but it's a business.
It is a business.
You gotta make your monies.
Brett S. The problem is they aren't going to update the standard Space Marine line, so they're just going to let the line stagnate while they keep forging ahead with Primaris.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure. 100%. I'm working on writing a video right now, actually, about a couple of Space Marine kits that they cannot change. Brett S., I would like to know what Space Marine models must stay. Like, we're seeing everything get Primaris, like the bikes, the attack bike. Is that kind of it right now? What models from the Space Marine, the classic Space Marine line, must be transferred over to Primaris, like unaltered? Because I wonder if we're thinking within the same lines. Christian Coodsey, I think the Death Guard are gonna steal the Primaris knowledge from Fabulous Bill. They're starting a new line of Space Marine because the name Space Marine couldn't be copyrighted, so they're just revamping everything to get copyright over the model line. I don't think that's true. I think that's probably a tiny part of it. Because like Astra Militarum was changed in like 2014. And they didn't really change anything. They just changed the name. Like I think from literally it makes sense to have the patent of actually our Space Marines are the Primaris Intercessor Marines. But that doesn't really mean anything to the end user. That's just something for their lawyers to fight over.
Right.
Oops.
Oof. We're both going for the old water.
Christian could see. I think also the other reason was to get them more true scale. Yes, which I think that the Primaris Intercessors look so much better than Space Marines. I would love to see some old Space Marine things come back, like being able to take a heavy weapon in the squad of regular Space Marines. Drop pods better be unaltered. Keep smacking this camera. Yeah, and to true scale, because originally an Imperial Guardsman, a Sister of Battle, an Orc, a Gene Stealer, and an Eldar were all exactly the same height. And now it seems like they are going to
vary them.
Yeah, there's going to be some variation. Brett S. Terminators updated would have to increase size. Is that what you mean? Maybe the Rhino, since it's so much is based off of it. I 100% agree. I think the Rhino, you can get rid of the Rhino. Who cares? It's a cardboard box. But Terminators they can't change anything about Terminators. Terminators are perfect. All they can do is make them bigger and add more detail. I think the perfect Terminators are in that game. I think it's called Ravenwing or Nightwing. It was a video game which had the Terminators fighting in Space Hulks. Deathwing, I think is what it's called. Take those models, those 3D models, and just make them the models. Perfect. I think you can't touch Terminators. Drop pods, can't change the drop pod. If they really want to, they can update the drop pod's weapons, because one Stormbolter is not getting any work done anymore. You know, it was a couple decades ago, but yeah, you gotta bump that up a little, bump up the firepower. And then the Land Raider. Land Raider's got to stick around. Other than that, I think you can gut the whole line and revamp them. Carlos Lemos. They should allow Intercessors to have those grenade launchers that they use in the Death Company Intercessors box as their special weapon and give them the same profile as a missile launcher. That'd be neat. I'd rather they just carry a missile launcher. No Westergaard. What about a new Tau model just for combat? I would love to see the Tau kind of become like the Revenant from Halo. The Reavers in Halo? What's the name of the bad guys in Halo? Great.
I have no idea.
But not the Flood. So the whole thing with the Tau is that they're trying to get other races to join them, and I think they should do that. Right now, they have the Kroot and the Vespid. I think that they should incorporate a couple other alien species into their ranks. And so maybe they adopt a very close combat-oriented species of aliens.
Schmorks.
The Schmorks.
Think that would work well?
Brett S. Games Workshop has kind of put themselves in an odd spot, though, since they just refreshed the Chaos Space Marine line with Marines that are in between Standard Space Marines and Primaris sized. That's very true. Yeah, Chaos Space Marines are stuck. I don't know what they're going to do with them. Brett S. And new Terminators, which are about the same as the old ones, to be honest. I think that they should. I think if they do update the Terminators, which they probably will, I think the only thing they should update is the weapons. I would not be mad at all if they made Terminators able to carry Primaris weapons. I think that'd be neat. Primaris with the plasma pistols that Inceptors carry, or the auto cannon or the auto gun, the minigun that you can take on some Primaris vehicles in the hands of Terminators. I think that'd be sweet. But I don't think they can change the aesthetic. I think they nailed it, and I think they got to keep it.
And I think before they do any of that, they gotta
only Space Marines.
Maybe pay attention to some Xenos.
It's called Warhammer 40k Space Marines and others. Yeah. I guess that's what the game should be called.
Man, It really feels like that.
I know. Brett S. The Covenant. Yes, thank you. I've never played Halo, but I'm a little familiar with its lore. Because there was a webcomic I read in 2013. Speaking of webcomics, I gotta go piss.
Oh boy.
So stop the stream.
You're about to start the stream. Yeah. Just brightening up these cuties. Just looking good. I think the next thing to add to the skin is I watered on a little bit of white and put that on there. So I kind of hit the cheekbones and stuff. Let's see if I can get it. See if it autofocuses. On the kind of the sharpest points, I add a little bit of white to it. And so that looks really nice. So I think once I kind of work up this Lowthorn blue, I'm going to do that. Yeah, like how scary he is. Yeah. And I love these orange weapons compared to the old red ones. I think they look really nice and sharp. Super nice work on the blue skin. Well, thank you. Yeah. I think it turns out really, really nice. And it feels good to like update an old army without having to buy a bunch of new stuff. Because I think like a year ago I wanted to do something and maybe update them a little bit, and I was just gonna redo them, but I think saving them is pretty good. I'm gonna keep one though that looks like this. Some of the older ones. I'm normally not a fan of odd color stuff for the orcs, but blue orcs work.
Ah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think orcs. Blue orcs are fun.
Love a good blue orc. A blork.
I think red orcs would be confusing because corn.
Mm-hmm.
Although they do exist.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Corn orcs exist.
Speaking of that, I think I might need a little bit more water.
Zoats. Ooh, Zoats would be a fun thing to bring to the Tau. I think that'd be amazing. I think they'd see tons of day one purchases. No, Westergaard. I think it would be nice for them to release kits to make old school Space Marines into Primaris. That'd be neat, but I think it might be impossible. I think there's just too much physically different between the old school Space Marines and modern Primaris. But you can continue to field stuff. I bet you'll be able to continue to use your old Space Marine models for like a decade.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they won't be like gotten rid of until it makes complete sense. Like no one plays them, no one cares. That's when they'll finally drop classic Space Marines.
And that's when I stop playing the game.
Yeah.
Because that's when the game's going to be bad.
There will always be people playing the old Space Marines. Probably.
Not my Space Marines.
I don't know. Not a lot of people playing squats.
Ooh. It's not a lot of rules for squats.
Nope. Never were.
Except for Kilgore Void. Single-handedly bringing them back.
Yeah. Yeah, and part of me is disappointed that like my classic Space Marines days are numbered.
Mm-hmm.
But another part of me is a little excited to start a new Space Marine army with better looking models now that I'm much better at painting and modeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. I mean, if they did the same thing with orcs, it'd be pretty cool.
I got a buddy that made an entire Imperial Guard army of squats. And squats were squatted when the game was relatively small.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone who plays 40k has some classic Space Marines laying around somewhere. Do you own any Space Marines?
I don't.
Yeah, see? Refuted.
Yeah.
Try again.
I don't think I have any Space Marines.
I think I have about 1,000 points of orcs. Probably a little more. I have 10 bikes. That's probably 1,000 points right there.
Yeah. A lot of bikes. Do you want to buy 3 more bikes?
Maybe.
I have 3 bikes on sprue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna do them.
Yeah, three
no
is
point.
probably. You kind of need 6 to get anything done.
Yeah.
And 10 is better. And actually, I think I own 20.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to do an entire Mad Max speed army.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, I have 5 painted.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, Nick isn't really somebody, is he?
You got it. You got me.
If I ever did a Death Guard army, I would make at least 1 squad of cultists from Skaven.
Aww.
Power Surge. Hear me out. Make both old school Marines and Primaris Marines the same thing stat-wise, allowing them to mix together in squads and get into each other's vehicles. I definitely think they should be able to get into each other's vehicles. I don't understand why GW doesn't want to do that. It might be a balance thing. They're worried that if Space Marines can have, or if Primaris Marines can have really cheap, easy transports, it won't be balanced. I don't know. I think it's dumb. I think they should be able to get into a Rhino. Or a Land Raider. Or whatever the flyer is that looks like a Big Mac.
Big Mac flyer.
Yeah, I think they should be able to get into each other's vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a paint. I just want to know what's going on in this.
Oh, show the camera that.
This is my
This is triggering.
Ceramite White from Games Workshop.
That's pretty gross.
It just needs a second on the old paint shaker.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
That'll bring it right back. Brett S., I think Skaven and Seraphon in 40k would be sweet.
Oh, Skaven's good.
I think that would be sweet. I would love to see, though, all the current models get love, or all the current armies get love before they add new ones.
Yes.
I know Dark Eldar just got a new Lilith.
Mm-hmm. They could update the Eldar. The Eldar...
Oh my goodness, the Eldar are old. Eldar are the oldest. Orcs have one ancient model. A couple. They have the old War Boss and the old Def Capta.
Is the Def Capta even in the game anymore? They might as well just... I don't know.
Yeah. You know when the new Def Capta like thing comes out, it's not going to be called a Def Capta.
No.
It's going to be called like the
Definator.
Yeah. The Captanata.
Yeah. I'm surprised that it's in the game still. I mean, they obviously don't care.
Yeah.
So, you might as well.
Aspect Warriors are super old. Not the Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees are sweet and new. If they all looked like the Howling Banshees, Like I want Jane Czar and a squad of Howling Banshees just because the models look so cool.
Mm-hmm.
No interest in starting an Eldar army. The Space Elves have models that are 30 years old.
Yikes.
No Westergaard. What about the Mark III Space Marine? Make them only veteran Space Marines for the Primaris. And that would be kind of interesting if they... Mm-hmm. Are you talking about a new kit or making any Space Marine in Mark III a veteran? Because technically, there's only a couple of Space Marines in Mark III. I think they're all independent characters. But if you bought Betrayal at Calth or Forge World Mark III armor for 30k, that's a little bit of a different thing. Also, are we forgetting Mark V Errant armor? Or no, Mark 8 Errant. Mark 8 Errant was the newest until the Mark 10, which I think is the call pattern armor.
I think you should make new orcs.
Quiet! The Space Marine players are talking.
I think they should make new orcs.
No.
It'd be cool.
No, they should. What do you have any ideas on? Do you think they should make new orc units or just update stuff?
I mean, it'd be cool if they Primaris these, like the boys and stuff. Honestly, like a new Def Copter would be pretty cool. Those what are those? Those buggies are amazing.
Yeah.
If they could buggy everything, if they could have that much fun with the buggies with every unit, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I want every one of those buggies.
Because the truck is boring compared to that, and the battle wagon is pretty boring compared to that.
The battle wagon. Yeah.
But they could have a lot of fun, I think, now.
Starting a Space Elf army now would suck, although Harlequins absolutely destroy in the current meta, with a good player using them. Christian could see Black Orcs. Either toughness 5 or give them 5 or 6 up shrug wounds. Like a feel no pain? That'd be kind of fun if orcs go from a 6 up t-shirt save to a 6 up feel no pain. Like they always survive on a 6 up. That'd be kind of fun. I could see that more. Maybe that's what Ard Boys are or something.
Yeah, the Ard Boys are kind of left behind.
Yeah,
Nobody cares.
And it's
kind of
barely
expensive.
been a thing.
Yeah, and they're kind of expensive. Never felt worth it.
I know the Silent King has returned for the Necrons, which is super exciting. I think when we're working on our armies for our super video, we should read. I think we should read, or listen to rather.
Yeah, I don't know how to read.
Brutal Cunnin, and
that sounds like fun.
The Infinite and the Divine, which is the Necron. It might take a couple of listens because they're kind of dense. I'm guessing the Infinite and the Divine is more.
I was kind of thinking of maybe. I have this new.
Where's my phone?
I have this new diary. I'm gonna call it, and I was thinking about maybe every chapter, like writing a little thing about it. You know, just so that I can remember.
I always have
because I think that'd be good.
Keeping up with names.
Yeah, that's a problem. So that's why I was gonna do it like a real book report style.
Where's my phone? Oh, it's right there. It's on the set.
There you go.
I listened to Brutal Cunnin though, and I really enjoyed it.
I
think it's a fun read. I'm sure the Necron one will be just as much fun, because Necrons are exactly as much fun as orcs.
Exactly. There we go.
All right, so Brutal Cunning is about 7 hours long.
Perfect. Well, you can finish that in a day.
Yeah. And The Infinite and the Divine is 13 hours.
Okay. You can finish that in a day.
Yeah.
If you hold in your P.
Yeah. And one of them is Orc and one of them is Necron.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
And then we got, we can make some
book
videos.
report. We can make a book report. Yeah. I was definitely thinking about taking some notes or something.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Yeah, just so that I can talk about it.
I remember exactly what's happening with the orcs, but with the humans, I don't quite.
Yeah.
It's the names. I'm not used to reading anything.
Just in general.
And names always get me, because if I'm not instantly interested, I just kind of ignore it. But that is not how it works with books, because you kind of are supposed to remember who's talking and what's happening.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden you're like, wait, what? Who's this person?
Who is this person?
Why are they talking? Why are they in my book?
Yeah, but the Brutal Cunning sounds really, really neat. Like, I think I would like it.
Yeah, I love it. It's because I've listened to a lot of these books, and some of them do battle scenes better than others. But the hilarious thing about an orc battle scene is it's not like a battle. It's just orcs problem solving. And so they're very kind of calm about it. And it's just hilarious.
Amazing.
Because I've read a couple Space Marine books, and they're all about like, honor and battle, and and the orcs are all about like, all right, so the guys over there are shooting at us. 120,000 boys just died. What are we gonna do? I could throw something at them. Yeah, there's no honor amongst orcs. I never finished Night Haunt. It's good. I think I need to listen to it again.
How far did you get in it?
I'm almost done. I'm like a half hour left.
We don't remember. Do you remember what happened?
No. Not really.
All right. This cutie's the next one.
I recognize it's very good, and I want to get into it. I think I need to do it in one though. I think
one shot. How long is that one?
That one's long.
That one's long.
I wish it would just tell me. I have 28 minutes left. But how long was it to begin with? Chapters? Alright, it looks long as hell, because a lot of these chapters are 50 minutes. I don't know, it's probably not that much. It's probably like 15 hours.
15 hours.
It is a very well-regarded book, though, in the 40k pantheon.
That's the water talking.
Yep.
This autofocus is really good. I think I got a little too close. There, look at that.
I love it when orcs fail morale. They aren't failing and running away. They're just going to get more boys for the fight.
It's the water talking.
Troy W. Yeah. Watch the paint on your fingers there. Just had a contrast lift a little. Was holding with the fingers. 5 smiles.
Yep. That's what I always say. I like the setup.
Yeah.
This is, it's odd. It's odd for me to do this. Yeah. It's odd being here at this time.
Yeah, it's a little like I can't
Yeah.
hang up on you, which is a little
Yeah,
off-putting.
which is a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't like that I have to keep my pants on. I find that an issue.
Mm-hmm. It's 10:39. I feel like we've been at it for a lot longer than that.
That's the water talking. It's the water talking.
It is the water. I am digging how this is looking though.
Mm-hmm. That's the other thing too. I have no idea what you're even doing.
Mm-hmm.
Are you adding
And right now I'm adding white.
You're adding white
to and I think I'm gonna add yellow on top of the white to blend it.
Yeah, white does something.
Makes almost like a little reflective
Yeah.
spot.
Because so for my boys, I added white to their skin, and then I added white to their orange. All of their orange bits get a little bit of white, and then the top of the leather get a little bit of the white. And so I feel like adding white to everything helped.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to for people to ask me about this model, and then I can be like, well, you know, I was very hydrated.
Yeah. Good couple hours, you were very hydrated. Yeah.
But yeah, I have definitely kind of subscribed to the idea that your brightest highlights should be very close to white and your darkest dark should be very close to black. I think that just makes for better looking models. It may not be the most realistic thing in the world, but it's a model that's like 2 inches tall. You gotta make it work.
Spice it up.
Did you by chance see the Chaos Space Marines that were done up like South Park villains with Gilliman as Mintberry Crunch? I saw Mintberry Crunch. I didn't know that it was part of a series. That sounds pretty cool. I love South Park. Absolutely love South Park. Oh, Gilliman. I think the Gilliman model is fine. I don't love it. He's too big. He looks pretty cool.
People have painted him very well.
They have. Yeah, people have done some really cool stuff with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he's like wearing some Eldar armor. The person did Butters Hamster as a Chaos Space Marine Dreadnought. Is that Chaos? Is that Butters Hamster or is it what's his name? Tiddlywinks?
Timmy?
Wink. I remember there's like a song when he's crawling through an asshole.
Oh yeah. I don't remember. I remember that part.
Lemmywinks. Is it
Yeah.
Lemmywinks the hamster?
Yes.
Keep going, Lemmywinks. Lemmywinks. Ah. Beat you to it, Christian Coodsey. I love Lemmywinks. Mr. Garrison's hamster. Yeah, technically that was school property, I think. Oh, Lemmywinks. And he's like crawling past like skeletons of other hamsters.
Yeah.
It was a little awful in the video game. I never played the South Park video game.
Yeah, people love the video games.
Neat. It's fun that they exist and that they're apparently very good. Or they exist.
I think that they're really good. Apparently, people love them. Because I think they have Matt Stone, Trey Parker have like their say
Ah, neat.
over everything. Like they write the story. They're really involved. Unlike a lot of other
Of
TV
tie-in
show to
games.
yeah. so you can hear their voice,
Mhm.
as they say.
Oh, Lemmy Winks. I remember though they got screwed over when Trump was elected president because they had written an entire season on him losing.
Yep. I think a lot of people did.
Yeah. I wonder. I do have like an orange wash. I wonder if I can use that instead of going over everything with yellow. Ooh, because I could see that as something that'd be a little tricky, hydrated.
I know. I was kind of thinking. So one of my next steps is to add white on top of this, and I might go to the pants, just because you know, being hydrated.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the control.
Yeah. By chance, yeah, the two made by Ubisoft were the old school Dragon Warriors Final Fantasy style of game.
Mm-hmm.
By chance, are you also from the Midwest? And if so, do you know about the Casey's Breakfast Pizza? I've never heard of that.
I've heard the name I've heard that name. We are from the Midwest.
Oh, we're gonna get doxxed.
I know, right?
Thanks a lot. It's a little too dark for my purposes. I'll have to just be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Christian Cloud could see. I'm from Minnesota.
Oh,
Minnesota.
oh, hey there, guy.
Hi. Get some beer, eh? No, that's Canadian. I knew someone from Minnesota, and I would make them say Minnesota all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They would like ask me for something, and I'd be like, "Can you say Minnesota?" And then they'd be like, Minnesota.
Yeah. Or big biggity boog.
Minnesota.
Big.
Minnesota there, eh?
I mean, people in Wisconsin have that accent.
Yeah.
There's Casey's Pizza nearby.
Yeah.
This is the look of Casey's Pizza. I've never seen it in my whole life. I've never seen it. There's one 20 miles away.
Mm-hmm. I know of Casey's Pizza. Also, ask us to say big.
Yeah.
Big.
Big boggity boog.
Get some beer. Get some beer there.
Oh, do you want? I remember when we lived in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you want a plastic big or a paper big?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. And you just want to laugh right in their face, but you have to keep it together. Worth the 20-minute drive. Oh my goodness. Can we live stream on the go? Keep the stream going.
I don't think you're supposed to drive hydrated.
We gotta Uber there.
Yeah.
Speaking of being hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of reminds me of having painting parties when we were in high school.
I remember painting parties.
We used to do this all the time.
Yeah.
Like 5 times.
Yep.
Oh,
We'd all get together and just paint.
remember Sean?
Get nothing done.
The first time he ever used an X-Acto knife, he cut himself and needed a Band-Aid.
I gave him an X-Acto, and I'm like, these are very sharp, so be careful. Immediately cuts himself. Immediately.
And he wasn't even hydrated.
No.
Just how it was. I love our new video. We had a little callback to him.
We did. Yeah, sometimes our videos are just to entertain us.
Sometimes you gotta put in
Yeah.
weird stuff that only makes sense to us. Like the flood bag joke. It the background school is the school that we went to.
Yep.
Or you talked about being in high school, and we thought it'd be funny to have a destroyed building, and it was actually one of the when they tore down the old high school.
Yep.
I found that photo for one of our videos because I thought that would be funny. So there's always weird little tie-ins.
Yeah, the hidden joys of being a content creator.
Making fun of your friends, making fun of the places that you've been.
At least this is not a new private in the army, and you try and teach them how to paint and make models. Some super glue later, and everything is fixed. I wish I had more of my original models. A lot of them got repainted. A lot of them got lost.
Oh, I think while you were on stream upstairs, I was saying that there's one. I'm gonna keep one orc the way that it always was, and it's the first one I ever painted, and it's very bad. Gotta keep that.
Dr. Drokel. So I don't know much of anything about orcs. 40k. Are blue orcs just like a different flavor?
Yeah, they're.
I bet they do taste different.
They're blue raspberry. What is a blue raspberry?
I don't know. That doesn't really make sense when you
No.
think about it.
Nope.
I assume they're blue from all the piracy.
Yeah, exactly. In my lore, they're blue because they're on the high seas, so they're matching, which also doesn't make any sense because they're in space. But I think it's funny. They're from a blue planet.
I got some of the original Tyranid Ormagant models, and that have faces, and a squad that have faces. I think they all have faces. And a squad of 3rd edition Beaky Boys.
Beaky Boys.
I love how the Tyranid look. I know a lot of people think that they've aged poorly, because they sort of have. They're not particularly modern anymore. But I love that they're like holding guns, but the guns are still part of their body.
I'm proud of us. I'm actually drinking water, like from the faucet. Like a cat?
Yeah. What's the difference between that and what we're doing? Doesn't make any sense. Alright, I'm going to paint this face. Do I need to put on the glasses?
Oh, you should put on the glasses
I
anyways.
should definitely put on the glasses. I think I need to put on a couple more coats of this paint, though. In your Blue Orcs lore, is there only one female named ORKZ? And they are all being hunted by a wizard named Gargamel. Because they're, yep.
I love that. Yes. That's hilarious. I do need to incorporate that in there. But yeah, but they're the Beach Boys. Did Dr. Drokel just come on?
I feel like Dr. Drokel was here.
I don't remember.
But maybe it was been hiding.
Smorks.
The Smorks.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a Tyranid Hive Fleet, the Smorks.
Oh, those cute. I love the pants so much. They're so funny. It's such a pain. I'm definitely not gonna do the stripes hydrated.
Dr. Drokel, I've been lurking. Was on the phone with Mom.
Oh.
My mom? That's weird. I gotta orc my orc with the orc.
Yeah, that's what I always say.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna come back, and then there's gonna be I'm gonna paint a face.
Ooh, you're gonna get the glasses? Man. This is a little. This is a little rough. I gotta see if I can do some water down. My goal with all of these guys, just because I must have 120 of these, is that I'm going to get really, really good at highlighting. I just think in sheer numbers, that's going to help me get pretty good at it. Because before I would just do base coat, then dry brush a lighter color on top, and then give it a wash. That's all I would do. But I think taking what I did previously and kind of bringing it back up is a good challenge. And I think it makes it look really, really nice. I think this hand needs some love. There we go. So much better. Yeah, we won't say what's going on over there. That's a pitcher of water being poured. Jesus.
I can't wait to.
Yeah, look at that. I have some magnifying glasses that Jay's gonna try.
Okay, but not these lenses.
Those not good enough. You need the bigger ones.
I think I need smaller.
Smaller
I
ones?
was trying them out before a little.
Mm-hmm.
Holding them up to my face. Has anybody in the chat ever painted with oh my goodness. There we go. With magnifying glasses?
Hey, I have those glasses. Carlton 98.
Wait, why do they work now?
I'm waiting for the flush. Is it the distance
There.
away?
Oh, that's what it, yeah.
Yeah. Got the same thing myself. They work pretty well. I literally have the same set. Brett, I don't paint without them. Everyone loves it.
Yeah. I got 20/20, but
Ooh, don't say that. Don't say 20/20.
I get it.
I have the light with it built in. That one has the light too.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, this is a little trippy. All right.
The big thing is when you take them off in the worlds, the way that the world is.
Oh my goodness. I need not to have them while I'm getting situated. I need some Beastie Brown and some Beastie Boys to really get this painted.
Yeah. Alright, let's finish this guy. I'm being a little slow for some reason.
I got the whole staff finished.
Yeah. I think let's see, I have one more to bluify, and then I think I might go pants. Might do some pants work.
Alternatively, you could do it with a magnifying ring light. Those are also good. I feel like I would much prefer the glasses to that.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there's less things to situate, you know?
Does anybody else dread painting faces? I don't dread it. I'm not amazing at it though. This will be a good experience, a good opportunity
I can show you my best face.
to get painted.
This guy's my
Ooh.
best face.
Ah, that's a good one.
That's a good face.
How come you didn't pick out his pupils?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But I really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's really good. And his tongue.
Mm-hmm. It's a good face.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's my best face. Here, let's do it. I think this light's makes him a little bit sharper. Yeah. Good face.
Cartoon98. I thought that too, but not having to wear something on your head is nice. I see that.
It seems like I feel like this set is really hard on the old noggin. What I actually did is, because sometimes I use those for soldering, I'll actually put, like cut up towel where the nose part is, so it doesn't dig into my nose, and a little on the head. So you get to look really, really cool. Dr. Drokel.
It's not uncomfortable right now.
Dr. Drokel, it's 2021. Nothing changed. All right, we got one more hour for us.
You know what? I'm going to try to make this my best face ever. Also, you can change the angle of the light. I think I'm good on light. I don't need to turn on the light. Is it a daylight or a white light? It might affect my color balance.
It's a white light, or I would say it's in the cooler range.
Brett S., I wear glasses with bifocals and use a headset.
More like nerd focals. Nice.
I almost said Abraham Lincoln. That's not. He didn't invent the bifocals. Benjamin Franklin. Maybe I'll all be better when the ball drop air in your time zone.
Yeah, we're gonna be rich.
Yeah.
Super comfy. I can wear for hours and hours without noticing. Yeah. It's New Year's for me. Well, it isn't for us.
No.
Because I think TK's 3D Prince was here, and it was already New Year's for hours.
Oh, yeah. It was Wednesday over there.
Yeah.
The next week. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys aren't in the States. And I feel bad that you stay up so late to watch us.
It's pretty neat.
This is really the best time for our schedule, though. Because we shoot video all day. Yeah, and this is when it's nice and quiet and chill, and it's easy to do this.
Yeah. Exactly.
Happy New Year's. Hopefully the neighbors will stop with the fireworks soon. They've been going for 5 hours now.
They're really excited about this new year.
We haven't talked about Star Wars yet tonight, though, which I find disappointing. It's a staple of these streams.
Well,
and I feel like I'm ready to let the hot takes fly.
Well, I think we're missing Killer Void.
That's true.
That helps, and then Joey Flores.
Yeah, Joey Flores is always ready to go to town on some Star Wars.
Brett S. Star Wars time.
Yeah. Mando is great. I have not seen Mandalorian season 2 yet because I don't currently have Disney Plus, but I do plan to get it and then to binge all of it.
Mm-hmm. My parents watched it all. They like it. They like Baby Yoda.
No,
They're pretty fun.
Yoda, why Yoda? He drink Coca-Cola. His name is Yoda. That's what I'd binge. Yeah, I loved season 1.
Mm-hmm. I like to binge water. That's what I like to binge. Yeah.
All right, here. I'm gonna take these off until maybe I'll put them back on when I have the face like
Blocked in.
worked on.
Yeah.
Right now it's a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You know it's one of my favorite Star Wars movies of all time. 7.
7 is
Holy
really
moly, is
good.
7 a masterpiece?
7 is really good.
I have a.
Remember we were like screaming when when it was
Yeah.
done because it was insane.
Mm-hmm. To this day, on my cell phone, Rey is my home screen. Or no, Rey is my lock screen, and Kylo Ren is my home screen. Or warband color green, red, blue, yellow, orange, black, white, gold, silver, purple, and 10. Orc A warband. The color of your orc could have its own unique skill. Do they do that?
Yeah.
Never change, Troy W.
I do think it'd be cool to, like, what if you had the rainbow orcs and they all
They were big fans of Skittles.
were Power Rangers. They all had a different thing.
And the girls have to wear pink and yellow.
Of course. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, I'm not gonna wear pink.
Mm-hmm.
That would just be silly.
Are you a big fan of Attack on Titan? Never watched Attack on Titan.
I did. I was made to, and then I didn't. I stopped watching.
How much Attack on Titan did you watch?
Half an episode.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember it.
I think it's kind of neat. I like the idea of the Titans, and it's although it kind of sounds to me like the lore that is in the past is almost more interesting than the show.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's explained to you eventually, like what's going on. But I'm sure. I know people say that I'll like that. That I'll like Full Metal Alchemist.
I've seen some of that too.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's okay.
I'm not an animator.
Mm-hmm. I can do anime a little.
I'm not an animator.
I like the excess.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes. Mm-hmm. I was a big fan of Naruto when I was 12. Because I was 12. Dr. Jokel, my wallpaper on my laptop is Luke Skywalker from The Empire Strikes Back duel being reflected in the eye of a close-up of Vader's helmet. Ooh. And on my phone, it's Han in Carbonite being reflected in Boba Fett's visor. Neat.
Wow.
My home screen on my laptop is the new, the First Order Stormtrooper helmet.
Mm-hmm. Mine is colors of various different kinds. Let's see.
It is colors of various different kinds.
Mm-hmm. It's called Default.
Mm-hmm. It's called Default. That's a very interesting and unique title.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's just say Lucky Bat doesn't like it the way that it is.
My old on my old phone I had a stormtrooper doing the Michael Jackson lean from the Annie Are You Okay song. I don't remember which one that is. Smooth Criminal.
Well, you could get canceled for that.
No,
People love Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That will never die.
No, never.
Doesn't matter what happened, didn't happen.
Yeah.
Definitely happened.
Yeah, does not matter what definitely happened. It's a scale. It's a scale of talent. If you're X talent, you can get away with Y.
Mm-hmm.
Y being any and all things.
Is what it feels like sometimes.
The armor rainbow color hard paint 2. You're not going to rainbow the base, but multi-skull bread. Always one.
That's a good point.
I think of the original trilogy of Star Wars films,
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite is still the original 1977 Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Not A New Hope. It's not number 4. It is Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And it is perfect. I always remember, though, there is one moment in the Death Star trench run where the music kind of stops and they cut back to Tarkin, and there's no music, and I always thought that was a very awkward cut. But other than that singular moment, I think the movie's perfect.
So you hate it?
I hate it. Garbage.
I don't understand this idea of liking something.
Christian could see Empire Strikes Back. The dark before the light is usually my favorite part of the story. Empire Strikes Back is incredible. It's the movie every Star Wars movie is trying to be. Some of them come pretty close, like 7 and parts of 8. Some of them miss it by a mile, like the prequels. Yeah, the darkness before the light, like Attack of the Clones. You know, that great movie. You know who's my favorite? Dexter Jetster. You know, I almost bought Dexter Jetster, an action figure of him. Here, I took a picture of it. I might still buy it. I almost bought it for Joe for his wedding.
Oh. How much is it?
It's like $6. No one cares. That might be too far back. I'm just now hitting Multigoya.
Martagoya. We still have to try all the other Maltas. Oh,
That sitting on the shelf
man.
in the packaging. That's not
Yeah.
coming out. That's a collector's item right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yikes.
Everyone's favorite character.
Yep.
Hello, Dex. Hey, Jay, just out of curiosity, how would you highlight black hair on a mini? I was thinking about this when I saw the hair on Nick's other orc. I've always just dry brushed some light gray on it. What I would do is I would use the Fenrisian gray, which is a blue gray, and I would take a long bristle brush, kind of like this one. I would load up the brush, wipe off most of the paint, and then while it's still wet, I would touch it and then drag the body of the brush across the hair, and that would give you a nice line.
I did a little bit of like edge highlighting on it, but I think I could do a little more.
See, you want the L'Oreal Luscious Locks. If you dry brush, it's going to look a little frizzy and a little dry. You know, these orcs moisturize. The parts of the sequel that was my favorite was the interactions between Kylo and Rey. Yes, Kylo and Rey are the best new Star Wars characters ever. I love Kylo and Rey. And Clone Wars. Clone Wars is probably the best Star Wars there is. And the Clone Wars series done by Genndy Tartakovsky. The guy who did Jack Black. Or not Jack Black. Samurai Jack.
Jack Black.
I do like Jack Black.
Mm-hmm.
That was also pretty sick. I watch those from time to time too. After it got off Cartoon Network and became dark. I think isn't he creating a new series about a caveman who befriends a T-Rex? I think I watched the first episode of that and it looked pretty cool.
The new season of Disenchantment is going to be out on the 15th.
Yeah, that's what I do. And dragging across the edges. I still kind of consider that dry brushing in my mind, even though I guess it's technically not. Yes, it's definitely not dry brushing.
I feel like dry brushing is a motion.
Yeah,
you know?
you're doing a lot of brushing with
forth.
dry paint.
You whip your hair back and forth.
Ah. I don't do a lot of dry brushing these days.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that I don't have that much control over it.
Mm-hmm.
Like dry brushing, I do a lot for terrain, for bases, but other than that, I don't really dry brush on minis anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very effective and quick technique, but
Well,
Dr. Jokel. The best part of the Clone Wars was Mace Windu beating the hell out of the droids. Yes, I love when he's speed bagging a super battle droid.
Mm-hmm.
Which, speaking of super battle droid, I want to play Star Wars Legion so bad.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like so much fun. I want all the battle droids.
Problem is, so do I.
Yeah.
Clones are lame.
I kind of like the clones. Just probably because I've watched Clone Wars.
Perfect. You're playing the clones.
I'll play the clones and the droids.
There you go. New year, new game.
Hey, Kilgore Void!
Hey.
Happy New Year's! We had New Year!
Yeah. Someone's been drinking water.
Woot woot! Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, we've been drinking water too, if you know what I mean.
Kilgore Void, have you seen the 2D animated Clone Wars? Have you seen the part where Mace Windu is speed bagging a Ultra Battle Droid?
I think Kilgore is hydrated. I think so too, to be honest with you.
I like when Mace Windu pulls the bolts out of the droid. Yes, that is another fun moment. 2D Clone Wars got robbed. I love 2D Clone Wars. I don't know if it got... I mean, it's still beloved. I guess it's got robbed that it's not necessarily canon anymore. But, I mean, it never really was. Lucas was like, oh, can you do this? And also, can you write it?
That's not what he sounds like.
Oh. Oh. Okay, I finished my coffee. So I have this idea for a new Star Wars. It's like oh, I don't know what they call it. The anime. I don't know, I was thinking though that you could write it and direct it and animate it and produce it and market it. And I'll get a check.
And I'll get a check.
Lucas can suck a cannon. What about the rumors of them doing an Heir to the Empire, but without Luke, Leia, and Han? Isn't Heir to the Empire all about Luke, Leia, and Han? It's been a long time, but is that the one where Mace force crushes Grievous's chest in? Yes, yeah, that's why he coughs. Which I know that came out directly before episode 3, but I think they already knew what was going to happen in episode 3. And I think you could just as easily say he coughs because he's a human that's been put into a robot body. Or not a human, he's a whatever General Grievous is.
Cool looking, but does make sense.
Yeah.
He's very cool looking.
He is pretty cool.
And the Legos.
They invented Asajj Ventress was going to be General Grievous. But they went with General Grievous instead. Yes, it was, but essentially just new characters, though. I just want Grand Admiral Thrawn. Thrawn is beloved. They kind of did him dirty in Rebels, where he was unable to stop the rebels. The genius intellect Thrawn couldn't defeat Ezra Bridger. General Grievous is hotter, just saying. Oh. I like the person that I just mentioned, the Asajj Ventress, but I hate they're in the novelizations. She falls in love with Quinlan Vos, which is the bad boy Jedi, and I hate it. I hate Quinlan Vos. They did him okay in the animated show, but in the novels, he's like a bad boy, black leather jacket wearing like thug Jedi, and it sucks.
It's never what you want.
Pretty hard to do the original Timothy Zahn trilogy without Luke, Leia, and Han. A lot of adapting would be needed. Ah, the Negotiator. Are you guys painting through midnight your time?
Yeah. We got 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Until then.
Kit Fisto, best Jedi. Kit Fisto is a pretty solid Jedi. I like Kit Fisto.
Blue orc skin. Yeah. Look at this blue orc.
A small herd of giraffes! Woo!
At exactly 12 o'clock, I'm going to make these orcs make out.
Wow, Nick is on camera. I thought he was just a disembodied voice.
Well, yeah, that too. They just put me in this body. 38 minutes till midnight.
I think I put too much Matt Medium in this paint.
Fucking Matt.
The new Jedi Order books, where they have a war against the Yuuzhan Vong, is pretty good. It's like 20 books long. I know about the Yuuzhan Vong because I have the old source books from the 90s. I have the Essential Guides to Droids, Vehicles and Vessels, Weapons and Technology, and they are epic. They're written in such a way that it like talks about like corporation infighting. It's hilarious. Like you read a passage about the R2-D2 and how it was like a smash hit with consumers, and then you read about like the off-brand R2. It's actually a fantastic read. And I don't know if this is just me reading into something awesome or if this is true, but in The Mandalorian, on the episode with Bill Burr, there are these droids that are a classic Star Wars thing, but instead of being on treads, they're on repulsors. And in the Essential Guide to Droids from like 1996, there is a passage that says often the tracks would get damaged and they would be replaced with repulsor lift generators. And so I don't know if the creators of Mandalorian
they
knew.
had to.
They must have known.
They had to have
known. It's so awesome though.
They had to know. I mean, I think you get a bunch of creeps that really know a lot like you. And because
and Bill Burr in a room together.
Yeah.
I'm sure Bill Burr was he was the one.
Bill Burr has no idea. He's just surprised he's there.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of stuff. He's a good actor.
I've done as much on this Triarch Stalker until I get some more magnets. Yeah, you magnetize that Triarch. I have 2 Triarch Stalkers and I love them. I love them dearly. I'm getting back into my Necrons. I feel like I'm in high school again, building my Necron army. Except I'm doing a good job, not a really bad job. Star Wars painting then. Oh, I wonder if painting Star Wars Legion would do well on stream.
I have 2 hours and 30 minutes to go before it's New Year's for me.
Kilgore Void, dumb people who know stuff.
Why is that orc blue? Just curious. It's a great question. I don't remember why I started to paint them blue.
I guess you just had to be different.
They just had to be different. But they're the Blorks, the Beach Boys, if you will. They're on the beach.
The Mandalorian episode actually feels like the RPG stories that Favreau and Filoni have played together at a table. Duncan Rhodes has done some Star Wars Legion stuff, and it has a bunch of views. Oh, that Duncan.
People like
and
that.
His two thin coats. Which doesn't even make sense. That's not going to keep you warm.
No.
Two thin coats. Star Wars Legion equals Sarastro. Why do I know that name? Is that a YouTuber?
Cerassus Knights.
Ah, I like the Cerassus Knights. A couple people corrected me that there's 4 Cerassus Knights. One of them is for the Adeptus Mechanicus. I was thinking about the 3 that were like a set. But there is another, like Yoda said. Which I wonder, did Lucas know? Did he know that Leia was going to be the other? I don't know. I wonder if he was pulling a J.K. Rowling.
Being a nightmare of a person.
Little J.K. Just kidding. Worship our Lord and Savior Duncan Rhodes. Sarastro is a YouTuber, yes. Immaculate Painter got his big views off of Star Wars Legion. He actually doesn't do Games Workshop stuff at all. Neat. Sarastro. It sounds like a gamer channel.
Welcome to Sarastro. Today we're gonna be playing Call of Duty.
Or what's the game where they're trying to figure out who's the alien?
Among Us.
Among Us.
We're gonna be playing Among Us. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna be playing with my friend Stinky Pete.
Stinky Pete.
We're gonna be joining a random room.
So Sarastro's actual name, apparently. Oh, well, I'm glad I'm making fun of it.
Me too. It's the water. It's the water talking.
Yeah. I would love. You know what? I could get into painting the clones, because I do love me some Star Wars: The Clone Wars. So I think I would just paint them like the 501st.
How many models comes in the set?
Oh God, probably a lot. Here, I'm gonna figure this out right now. Or Amazon, not Netflix. I want to watch another half episode of Sweet Home.
Do you watch half an episode a day, or do you watch one episode throughout the day?
I watched one episode, and then over the last 4 days, I've had time for a half of one more episode. Star Wars Legion.
I know the EOB account already has it in the cart still from the video.
Where is it? Did I type Star Wars Legion?
Did the water not let you type it right?
I don't think I did anything wrong. Oh, here it is. All right, 40k always puts it on the box, but it doesn't look like they put it right on the box. Like 40k is always like, hey, this comes with 44 miniatures. This comes with 61 miniatures. Star Wars war has engulfed the galaxy. The vast forces of the Separatist Alliance, bolstered by the seemingly endless ranks of the battle droids, have pushed the Galactic Republic to the brink of disillusion and defeats. All right, I don't want to read all that.
Mhm.
I have no clue.
Is there a picture where we can count them?
Oh, probably. Okay, here we go. It looks like 20 battle droids, 2 droid Deka, and General Grievous. And then on the other side, we have 7 plus 7 clones, 14, and then a speeder bike and Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Mm-hmm.
So 21 plus 15.
I can't do basic
31? 31, and then plus Obi-Wan, so 32? Is any of that right?
I mean, one of my favorite things is you doing math out loud, and it's never
know,
right.
It's never right.
It's never right without water.
I know. Yeah, Casey Lance. By the way, I tested positive for COVID-19 on Tuesday.
Oh
I'm
my
lucky.
gosh.
My symptoms are very mild for now. Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
It's good that they're mild.
Yeah. It seems like it either really hits you or you're fine-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody see that season 7 of Clone Wars that Disney gave us? I mean, they took it away from us first, but then they gave it back to us. They gave us Rebels, which was fine. It was fine. The only problem was the characters in the story and the art style.
Mm-hmm. And how it was. And everything about it.
I don't really like skinny lightsabers. Although that was that was barely a problem. Lucky Bat. And the terrorism. And the Rebels Yoda. Rebels Yoda is one of the most horrifying things that has ever been seen by mankind.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely a disaster. Yeah, they go into a Jedi temple and they hear an otherworldly voice. And who do they decide to use? Yoda. Someone who's alive. Is there an official Gorgu miniature? I don't think so. I know because, a bastion of intellectual property theft that Wargames exclusive is. I think they have some miniatures that are based on The Mandalorian and The Child. And I think they have a Necron. They have a Necron General Grievous.
Oh, that's fun.
Ooh, speaking of Necrons, that lazy Trazian, the Infinite model.
Oh, yeah.
I actually I don't have I own a Trazian, but I modified it to be my own custom. Captain.
Do you want that for the video?
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, if you can get that printing. I'll send you $2.10 for the STL.
Perfect.
I'll Venmo.
Mm-hmm.
I get you a Venmo.
Mm-hmm.
Which is when
Do
I
you
buy
even
a
know what
vending
that
machine and you put the money in the vending machine and then someone else can get the money out of the vending machine.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I'm up on all the new lingo.
Casey Lance, is there an official I thought it said George Lucas miniature.
Oh my god, I'd buy that in a heartbeat.
With this coffee in his hand.
coffee and his A camera, B camera.
But see, the thing that would be cooler is you have George, but then you have a group of people that are disappointed.
Yeah.
That are just like, oh.
Remember when people bullied Lucas so hard he didn't want Star Wars anymore?
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy seems tougher though. She's not cracking.
No, I don't feel bad for him though, since he's a billionaire. Good old reading.
He's such a billionaire. He kept his billions and gave the new billions to charity.
Yep.
He is a baller.
He's a baller.
It's horrible to think that something as cute as Baby Yoda could grow up to be as ugly as Rebels Yoda.
Mm. You guys need to increase the size of your text you read from. That's not the problem. It's the not being able to read part.
Mm-hmm. I can't read.
Yeah, even if it was giant,
Yeah.
it'd be a problem still.
Yeah. Size 60 Comic Sans.
Mm-hmm. Well, you only can read in Comic Sans.
I can. Yeah. It helps. It really does for people who are dyslexic.
Mm-hmm.
Because each character is different, is unique.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of because it looks nice. A lot of texts reuse the same shapes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Comic Sans is all unique.
Mm-hmm. Certainly feels unique.
It's hard to read when you're really hydrated.
Yeah, beyond hydrated. And and the delicious amounts of water. Yep.
He was smart enough to keep the toy licensing rights. Fox was like, okay, whatever, George. No, yeah, George is very smart. I don't want to make it sound like he's a dummy.
He's not a dummy.
But he's not.
He's pretty funny though.
He can't write dialogue, and he says some pretty great stuff, like calling Disney white slavers.
Yeah, that's wild.
Or saying he was the first person to have an all African American cast in Red Tails, which came out in like 2015.
Mm-hmm. We should do a thing for Patreon where we watch every hilarious George Lucas moment.
To this day, one of my favorite moments on Earth is someone on YouTube had George Lucas in like a 60 Minutes interview. No, it wasn't 60 Minutes. It was something though, where someone asked him, George, could you see anybody else but you directing another Star Wars movie? And he goes, no, never happened. Dun, 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 and then the trailer to 7 starts. Man, though, 7 slaps. And he's super stubborn. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you become a billionaire.
I think the biggest thing that changed Lucas's writing was his divorce. His ex-wife was his proofreader and de facto editor. I think there is something where his ex-wife was very influential on the first Star Wars movie. And his second wife was very influential on the casting of not Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. What's the second Indiana Jones movie? Because his wife is in that. She's the girl.
Return of the King.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, but George Lucas gave us Star Wars, so can't be that mad at him. He's just a fun guy.
Yes.
He's a fun guy.
Fun guy. He really is fun. What do you think he's doing right now?
Probably eating a donut and sipping a cup of coffee.
You think he's nude?
Mm-hmm.
How nude do you think George Lucas is right now?
That's Spielberg's wife. That was actually Kate Kaspshaw, who was Steven Spielberg's wife. Is that true? I could have sworn that was Lucas's wife. First one is Raiders of the Lost Ark, and that's where no other Indiana Jones movie, you can't convince me otherwise. What? The third Indiana Jones movie is delightful.
It's pretty fun.
Everybody craps on that third one. I don't think there's anything wrong with that third movie. I love the opening with little kid Indy, and then it cuts to like Indy in modern day.
Modern Indy.
I think the third Indiana Jones movie is a banger.
Is a banger.
The 3 first ones are all great. Yes, I agree.
And the fourth one
and
exists.
I saw the fourth one in theaters.
I did too.
And it exists. I think the fourth movie is great up until they leave America.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the first 25 minutes are excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Christian could see. I saw that in theaters with family. Ah. You know what, though? I kind of want a crystal head prop, though. It's kind of a cool looking thing.
The crystal head stuff is neat.
Yeah.
But, they just... The Lego sets were cool,
The Lego sets were cool.
The Lego sets were cool.
I remember it was a big deal because they made a machine gun for I think it debuted in the Indiana Jones theme. Because Lego has historically been very non-violent, and their most violent theme was Star Wars until
police.
Was police
Lego City
until Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm. Did they get rid of their Lego City line?
No, their Lego City is still one of their most popular lines.
I thought it was lame. I had some Lego City stuff, but I mean, it's just, you can't compete with the Star Wars.
Yeah, Lego City is kind of lame, but I get why people like it. And some people have build entire Lego cities, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, Lego Star Wars. Temple of Doom was my least favorite until 2008. I can't remember what happened, but I sure appreciated Temple of Doom a lot more afterwards. Lego City is for adults that are into Lego. A little bit. Lego City is kind of nice because it's cheaper than a lot of the branded Lego themes. Although Ninjago is where it's at. That has some really cool sets. Was kind of neat actually. Recently in Lego Star Wars news, they've actually started to release sets that are cheaper because they use less parts. Because before the sets kept getting more expensive and more expensive and more expensive and more parts. The last X-Wing and TIE Fighter that came out, I think, were both $80, and they just released X-Wings and TIE Fighters that look pretty much just as good, but with far fewer pieces that I think are like $40 and $50. And I think that's really cool. Because I think part of the charm of Lego is that it's a Legoification of a real thing. Like it was kind of cool that they were seeming to get more and more and more realistic and more accurate. But I appreciate a little Legoness.
Action.
Like it looks like it's made of Legos. And there's actually a couple of Lego sets I need to buy. Jay, did you paint the head blue first to give it a shade shift? I've heard of people doing that. I did not. I don't really know how to paint faces, but I've always just kind of gone for it.
Well, you're wearing
smacking that camera.
You're wearing too many pants for that. I paint the best faces naked. Completely nude.
Dr. Drokel, the biggest problem with Lego sets is they use too many specialized pieces. It makes it hard for kids to build their other things with the parts that come in the sets. I disagree. Usually, it's very rare for Lego to make a part that can only be used one way. You'll almost always find whenever they come up with a new element, as they're called, that they can be used in a many different ways. Caselands. Dana Howell had a good video about skin painting today. I did see that. I didn't watch it though.
I saw that it existed.
Yeah. I have a lot to learn about painting skin and faces. I can paint a face that sure looks fine.
I can paint pants because I'm too hydrated to paint the white details that I need to do.
I also really want to make a Lego storage system because I collect the Harry Potter blind bags, and I don't really have a good storage and display, and so I want to build something that's a little bit like a big display case, but it's also made of Legos and looks a little bit like Hogwarts.
Oh, that'd be fun. Well, you have to get a little LDD
Yeah.
action.
Yeah, Dr. Jokel, they can be used many different ways if you have a bunch of sets with other parts. I mean, if you have 1 or 2 sets, it's still hard to make new constructions due to the specialized parts. I don't think so. I think if you buy a kid any 2 Lego sets, they can do tons of different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Any 2 Lego sets.
And if you want us to do it, buy us 2
Yeah.
different Lego sets, and we'll make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Years ago, Lego Instructions had the ability to make 3 or 4 different models in each singular set. That is partly true. Way back in like 2001, when Lego first adopted the Star Wars line, they did have a couple of different building instructions, but usually it was the main instructions and then a very truncated instructions on building 1 or 2 other things that were never quite as good. And they wouldn't be full instructions. They would be like the entire build broken down into like 10 steps. And so it was actually kind of hard to replicate. I do appreciate that it was kind of fun in terms of like generating creativity, but I think any Lego set could be. I mean, it's just bricks. You really can do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
The original Lego Star Wars sets actually had a small comic book in the back of them.
Do you remember the Bionicles? They had a
Oh
similar
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dr. Drogle, you can build dozens and dozens of different things with any Lego set. They're not going to be amazing, but
I think it was Taco Bell. You could get Bionicles from Taco Bell.
I remember that.
Like,
yeah,
that was cool.
it's like 5 parts.
Yeah, but it
2
was
feet, 2 arms, and a head. It
I
was
think
cool.
it had
though.
the shooting disc thing.
Yeah, and it was legitimate Lego
Mhm.
or legitimate Bionicle.
Mm-hmm. I bet you I have a bunch of those.
There's another thing about City that's cool. They don't really have special parts, so it's all highly adaptable. Actually, Lego City does actually every year they do get new specialized parts. Often it's accessory pieces for minifigures, but all of the different lines have new elements. I actually follow a blog that that talks about all new Lego design elements and what you can do with them. And it's really neat. Happy New Year, everybody. Just got done watching Soul. Oh, Legos.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Almost for us. We got 10 minutes. 13 minutes.
All this talk about Lego. Have you guys seen the Lego Masters? Was basically your typical reality show, but about giant Lego builds.
I worked on that. I worked on that show, and then 2020 happened, and now I don't do that anymore.
Yep.
I helped convert their set design into a draftable package, and then we were able to pull equipment for it. Yep. So all the staging and all the elements and stuff.
So basically, you were the director.
Yeah. Yeah, but
That was with BoJack, right?
Yes, Will Arnett.
Will Arnett.
Oh, that's so funny. My grandma watched every episode because I worked on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty funny. Also, sorry about your lost gig there, Nick. It's okay. It was not fun. It was kind of a nightmare. Oh, here. If you want to see a good old blue orc, look at this. These are some finished ones. The Beach Boys. Right now I'm painting the pants gray because I'm just super hydrated. Yeah.
I think I did an acceptable job blocking out this face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dr. Jogel. I like when people talk about illegal uses of Legos, like when they use pieces as they weren't intended. Somebody stepped to me with that mess. I'd grab a can of twisted tea and that is true. Usually an illegal building method. I mean, there's a lot of legal building methods for Lego that Lego holds themselves to. They never do it because it could, in theory, damage a Lego brick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can actually stick a plate in between two studs of another Lego brick, and it'll hold. Christian could see. Nick, drill out those gun barrels for the love of Pete.
I have so many. I have so many of these. Be a couple of days, I think, to do all of them. I agree. I like the pants. Going for a pirate kind of vibe there. Yeah.
Christian could see. Bro, I play Tau. I know. Yeah, I drilled out or Tyranid. I drilled out some Tyranid gun barrels, and I found I actually had to like make them kind of funnels because the Tyranid guns are organic, and so just a straight hole didn't quite work.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I love Legos. There's two Lego sets I really want to get, and one of them is a battle pack that featured 4 unique Mandalorians, and then the other one is a new set which is far cheaper than the Razor Crest, and it comes with Mandalorian in his Beskar armor and the Child. And I really want it. It's like Battle on Tatooine or something. Because there's a company called Brick Arms which makes Lego compatible weaponry. And I have his rifle, and I actually have from another Lego company that custom prints onto Lego plates, modified plates. I have a Beskar, and so I have the accessories. Now I just need Mando.
They should make Star Wars blind bags.
Oh my god, they should.
I have to keep checking the clock because I feel like I'm going to miss it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, we're both stirring at the same time. You know what that means?
Means 3 years bad luck.
I hope not.
I saw someone made an epic Mando diorama with 3D printed everything. I think that was Black Magic Craft.
Joy Flores, Black Magic.
Yeah, there we go. See, I don't even need someone to tell me. I got it. I got it all up here.
Except for names
with my water.
Things. Yeah, with your water brain.
Yeah.
Got water on the brain.
Dr. Druckle. I love how Hasbro crowdfunded a Razor Crest on the Pulse website, and well, it's just say it's not necessary to have anymore. Yeah, I think toys are hurting. The only thing that's still doing great is Lego. Lego 1.
I mean, they're so versatile.
Yeah.
And they're so beloved. And a lot of adults are really into them still.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being an adult and being into Lego still?
Yeah, I don't own a single Lego.
I still think I don't know if it's possible. We should get the BB9E.
Oh yeah.
On the set. That'd be a good addition. That'd be it. Yeah. Look at that duck.
Look at that illegal building mechanic.
I love that duck. Okay, so let's know. At least that's not the one I saw. Just looked it up. Someone named Kathy Millett. That's cheating.
There haven't been any Lego sets that super catch my eye because I think there haven't been that many cool new Star Wars vehicles. The last one that really caught my eye was the Resistance bomber from Episode 8. That had a pretty cool Lego set.
Well, it doesn't make any sense though, because how can bombs fall down?
Ah, yeah, that's true.
It's built on a fallacy, so we can't have that.
Is the Han Solo blaster you have on the shelf Lego also? Just noticed it for the first time in the last video. Oh no, this isn't Lego. Oh, it's kind of hard to get out of.
It's the water.
It weighs about 6 pounds.
Yeah.
This is a Todd's Costume replica. They made the scope and the mount. The body is a Denix Mauser, which is a really cheap, crappy replica of a broom handle Mauser. It's a little bit too big, and it's only made out of like 3 parts, which the real Mauser is made up of many. There was one company that's now out of business that makes really good Mauser replicas, which I would love to get, but you just can't get them anymore. And then this part is actually from a model kit of a airplane. Yeah. But no, I love this thing. And you guys can see almost none of it. This is the production. Mine is based on the publicity photos of Harrison Ford before the movie came out. Everyone has their own version because there's a lot of different versions of the Han Solo blaster, and they're all a little different. But that's mine. Mine is the publicity photos version. Can it actually shoot bullets? No, it's made out of like cheapy pot metal. It doesn't have a barrel. A buddy of mine made a replica from a real Mauser. It was very impressive. Ooh. Dr. Jokel. Yes, I have a Denix Mauser. I made the Greedo Killer version. Ooh, neat. With the barrel of a grease gun. Or not the barrel, the flash hider of a grease gun. And I forget the name of the scope. It's like a tank scope. It's some sort of a large caliber gun spotting scope. That's what they use on. That's what's on the Imperial's gun, and it's what's on the blaster after the first movie. And that's what he has in Empire and Jedi. Yeah, like the Denix Mauser is totally serviceable, but it's not an amazing replica. The same guy went on to make metal armatures for the Leica studio. He built a lot of the stuff for Caroline.
Yeah, it's Cubo and the 2 strings. Love Leica. They're doing very cool stuff. They're trying. Can you imagine trying?
What studio did Isle of Dogs?
I don't know.
I saw that movie 3 times in theaters.
I don't know. Someone will tell us.
I saw that movie in theaters 3 times. I cried 3 times. It's such a good movie.
Did you watch it Not in theaters? Then did you cry?
I haven't seen it not in theaters. I don't think. I watched it.
Do you think you would cry?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's not really saying that much. I cry at movies that aren't even that good. But
Wes Anderson directed it. 1 minute to go, guys. Thank you for reminding me, because there it is. Hey, Happy New Year.
And old acquaintance be forgotten, never brought to mind.
Yeah.
This song has words that I don't know, so I'll just make it up.
Woo. I said I was gonna make my orcs make out.
Ha!
There you go.
A lot of teeth.
Yeah, I know. That was a New Year's kiss.
Mm-hmm. My favorite part of these streams is confirming that we're all hopeless nerds.
Yep. You said it, not me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Happy New Year, Central Time Zone. Yeah. Brett has happy 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Yeah, Kilgore was around. He was well hydrated.
Yeah.
And a small herd of giraffes made an appearance.
Yeah. Just a quick pit stop.
Quick pick.
On their way to better things, I'm sure.
Don't you just feel how different the world is?
Mm-hmm.
Completely different.
100%.
Pretty sweet. Let's get these pants.
Dr. Drokel, I have an original flash hider on it. The scope is a compact, but they're too much money now. Mine is a high quality aluminum powder casting from the original. The original flash hider is costly nowadays too. Yeah. I was thinking about there's a company, I guess I'll just say it, Dopey Doos, that pretends to sell Care Bears but actually sells a bunch of resin copies of Star Wars props. I remember I bought a copy of the A New Hope Han Solo pistol in resin, which I should finish one of these days. I think it's kind of cool to have a resin version and a metal version, and I would love a rubber version. I was going to actually make my own rubber version. A stunt prop.
Version.
This guy has some mighty eyebrows.
The more to psychic you, my dear.
Mm-hmm. Well, darn. I feel the cure coursing through my veins already. Oh, and outside, I see my fellow countrymen dropping their phones and embracing one another.
Yep.
Oh, wait, I think that's alcohol poisoning. Never mind. Dr. Jokel, I would love to have an original Webley flare gun to build a Return of the Jedi Boba Fett blaster. That's true. That'd be cool. I think the only other Star Wars prop I'd be really interested in is in a lot of the video games, there's a flechette gun. And it's really fun to use in the games, and so I think I'd build that. Ooh, and I wouldn't say no to Rey's pistol, because it's kind of like a fun reimagining of the Han Solo pistol. I'm sure there's tons more Star Wars things I'd want, actually. Let me think.
Yeah.
I mean, Mando... Nerf, does anybody know about Nerf is making a Mando rifle? It's a single-shot rifle, and it's decent. It's a little bit undersized. Which it's $100. So if it's gonna be not exactly correct,
I mean,
I feel like
that's for adults.
It is for adults. It's a collector's edition, but I feel like for $100, I would rather it be pretty much exact. It's pretty close, but it's just a little undersized, which isn't great. Brett S. Okay, folks, bedtime for me. Hope everyone's hangover tomorrow are mild. Casey Lance. I want a functional replica Death Star.
Yeah, there you go. That's gonna happen, but made out of Nerf.
Yeah.
So you don't get hurt.
One thing I really want someday is a nice Scout Trooper blaster. I loved the Scout Trooper design when I was a kid. The little tiny holdout pistol. Because I think there's some nice makers on Etsy that can hook you up. I'll take an Eclipse class Star Destroyer. Thank you very much. The Nerf Star. Some other props. I think that would leave a really big bruise on the planet instead. Ah, that's true. Because yeah,
I get it.
Apparently, I forget the name. I forget which company. Was it Busby? There's a new Nerf gun that's better than any Nerf gun. A new Nerf type, like a dart gun. I think, was it by Busby or maybe Air Warriors? But it's a flywheel powered.
Air Warriors sounds like such a fake name.
I know. It's a flywheel powered, magazine fed Nerf dart gun, and it fires 100 FPS out of the box with 3 AAA batteries. The closest the Nerf competitor is the Strife, which is a classic, but I think it only gets like 30 or 40 FPS out of the stock.
Wow.
So honestly, for $100, you could probably make your own functional Nerf Mando rifle. Yes and no. I mean, it is a giant-ass gun. And what's kind of fun is it actually has a spring-loaded function, a spring-loaded loading mechanism, just like the real Mando rifle. I think it's probably priced right, but I don't think a ton. I think a lot of people actually no. I think tons of people are gonna buy it, 100%. But yeah, it is steep. Do you have any tips on painting burning particles on clothes armor similar to your smoldering base video from 6 years ago?
Oh my god.
If you want to make it look like it's on fire, I feel like you have to make everything else a little bit muted. Otherwise, it's not going to read as smoldering as much as it's like sparkles. And then you probably want to just paint reds and yellows, but keep it dark, and then just small dots of white here and there. Just looked at the Mando Nerf colors aren't even right. What the heck? That is true. They kind of nerfed it. They nerfed it up. But you can repaint it and it'll look good. Apparently the texturing and molding is really nice on it. I wouldn't mind a replica Princess Leia in Hutt Slayer garb. I get it. Yeah.
That's naughty.
Troy W. Chessboard, half a line, 210 for 16, not painted, expensive hobbies and likely cheap. End total 1,000 plus included marble board.
Yep.
Joey Flores, are you asking for the princess in the outfit or the outfit itself with no princess? Trash boat! I'd look great in her outfit. I'm a big hairy ginger, and it's also has to lift his belly to clean under it. Nerf Mando gun is 120. The Mando gun is really cool. I'm not gonna get it. But it's cool.
Life is but a stream, as they say. We got these pants. These are pants.
Yeah, I think the reason it's 120 is because they kind of went all out. Like it's a little undersized, but it's not like child size like a lot of the Star Wars
Do you think
Nerf guns are.
Do you think it could also be expensive because of licensing?
It could be expensive because of licensing. I think it's almost 5 feet long.
That's big.
120. It would be better to save up a bit more and buy a 3D printer and create your own. It would be more accurate, although 3D prints would be really fragile. I bet the Nerf gun you can beat around a little. You can take it to a convention. The 3D prints are not. They're really strong when they're like compact. But I bet you get it, a few feet. You've had to splice in many different prints. I bet, and I mean, I've seen people do stuff where like they have it strung over a PVC pipe, and that would help. But I think you're still, like, I think the Nerf would be more attractive to me because I know you can kind of be a little rough with it. Although I need to fix the stock because the stock is wrong. That's where I think they shrunk a little. Or buy yourself an Imperial Knight from a store that offers a discount. That's true. About the same price.
There you go.
An Imperial Knight and a or a Nerf. You know what? That's a hard decision. It's a hard pick. I don't know which direction I'd go. It would depend on the day. Yeah, I got the staff done. I got the face done. Just a little touch-ups, and I'd like to do a little bit better job on the face. Right now, I have it at a solid, like, regular quality, like regular good. But I think I'd like to take it to very good, and paint the eyes and stuff. Ooh, I own a Castellan and a Valiant Knight. Neat. Is that the one? Is the Valiant the one with the shield and lance? And Lance, like Lance Armstrong?
Casey Lance?
Yeah, good old word association.
Got all these orcs. I got their skin almost done, except for the little white here and there. Yeah. Got all their pantsed.
Oh, there's still like a quarter of a bottle of water.
Well, that could be your water.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can water more and then be able to.
Yeah, that's true.
Water home.
Trash, but wish I could show you guys the Brimstone Horrors I'm working on. I'm really proud of the blending I did with my airbrush. Starting to get good at it. Ooh.
Well, if you have Instagram or Twitter or you want to email it to us or
you could join our Patreon and post it there.
Reddit r/EonsOfBattle.
Send us a letter.
Oi, those orcs is tainted. Yeah.
Dr. Jokel. A lot of conventions were banning the hard weapons of any type and were only allowing foam craft weapons. Too many people fighting over whether Babylon 5 or Stargate was better. Hint, they both suck. That is true. I think you definitely have to check with your convention ahead of time. Usually it also depends, like, airsoft gun, no. Nerf gun, you might be able to get away with it, depending on, like, is it painted black? Foam is usually always safe. Yeah. Here's the thing. You walk in a restaurant to a blind date with the Mando gun. Your date is going to look at you weird, but if you walk in with the Imperial Knight, everyone will want you. That's very true. Just finished a 5-hour paint session on Ragnar Blackmane. Super stoked. Happy New Year. Ooh,
nice.
I love Ragnar Blackmane. Super cool new model. Are you guys excited about your government check to buy 4 Mando rifles?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Exactly.
That's what they're for.
Yeah.
It's actually it's in the slot. It's in the
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
4
Oh
Mando.
my gosh.
No, that's a nice down payment on a Thunderhawk gunship.
Exactly. I was really looking forward to getting 16, but yeah, I am. Yeah, that's true. We could also get 16 of them if they pass the other one.
That's true.
But that's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Painting your airsoft toy. 5. No. Hydro dip. That's really weird. I hydro dipped my airsoft gun.
Mm-hmm. Your chat's a little faster than mine. Isn't that?
Yeah,
it must be whoever's running the stream.
Well, remember you always see the chat. Yeah, the names pop up a little faster than I do.
It's odd.
I'm gonna raffle off my stimulus check. $20 per ticket. 8 tickets available.
That's a great idea. What was your subreddit again? I missed it. r/EonsOfBattle. And you can post anything there, except for things that you shouldn't.
Yeah.
And yeah. Yeah. Do you want to see what he looks like under this camera?
Yeah.
Let's see. Ah. It's kind of fun. This is a pretty neat setup.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
looking good.
so what's the difference between cameras here? They're basically identical, right?
Yeah. You can't see how cool it is. We should take a picture of this setup for the Patreon. This is a very professional setup.
Yeah.
Joey Flores. So what's the difference between cameras here? Well, so one is the GH5S, which is the Panasonic. That's the camera that we film a lot of stuff on. And then we have a Logitech Brio webcam. Instagram is owned by Mark Zuckerberg, so I hate it. I'll do Reddit. I hate Instagram. Yeah. I like Reddit. Jeez. Yeah. You're ending it. Well,
yeah, water took it out of me.
Yeah. Should we say 12:30?
Yeah.
Got like
oh geez.
Yeah,
it's 12:30, like in 15 seconds. Ooh. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this guy is turning out. Almost done. Today is Thursday, so there's Friday. Yeah, I'll get him done.
Joey Flores, Jay, your yawns are infectious.
No, I shouldn't. It's very unprofessional to yawn on camera, but you guys get the real me here.
You get the real you.
The unpolished. I take my makeup off for the streams.
Exactly.
Casey Lance, Happy New Year's. I think I'm gonna head out to.
Yeah.
May your 2021 see your channel grow.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get huge.
Yep.
We got so much planned. It's gonna get good.
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
We actually have Stephen King writing all of our scripts now. So he's got a lot of cocaine.
And we've had Hans Zimmer continuously been working behind the scenes on the music. So it's going to be pretty cool. Join the subreddit. Posted pics. Ooh. Yeah, let's look it on the computer because I have a mouse. Oh no.
I think of us to rank all the Star Wars movies. If Jay really loved us, he'd keep the makeup on. I think I gotta go Star Wars 77, Empire Strikes Back, 7, Return of the Jedi, 8, 9, 1, 3, 2.
Look at this knight.
Oh, that's the Castellan. I always forget about. Yeah, I haven't been up on my knights. That is neat. I don't think that has too many guns.
It has so many guns.
I like the little tiny like turret. It reminds me of the final boss in FTL. Doesn't it? Like if you look at it top down.
That is a crisp yellow. That is such a good yellow.
Is that a rattle can or is that?
I mean,
airbrush.
That is. Yeah. That's really, really good. It's very naughty.
Wow, Hans Zimmer. Do you ever consider Danny Elfman, or is he too small now?
Yeah.
Danny Elfman, did he do all like the Home Alone? The do 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 do.
Nope, that was airbrush over and over again. Yeah, because
that is.
I mean, that looks buttery smooth.
Yellows. Yeah, they take a little extra effort, a little extra oomph. All right, it's been 1 minute.
You can make it to 25 at least. Jeez. Are you gonna make it upstairs?
Oh yeah, Dr. Drokel. 8 and 9 above 3. I can't even take this channel seriously anymore. The tricky thing. So 8 has stuff I really love in it, and so does Return of the Jedi. But I also think they both have stuff that's kind of like the Force, like Han and Leia have nothing to do for most of Return of the Jedi. Why is Han even there? Why does he care? Which is very similar to Finn, Rose, and Poe in Episode 8. They're kind of just doing whatever. So, I think Return of the Jedi can switch places with 8 sometimes. I think it just depends on how I'm feeling that day in that moment.
Joey Flores, I just unsubbed for that.
Yeah, do it. I think, can we all agree Attack of the Clones is dead last? Can we at least all agree on that? Attack of the Clones is worthless. The only thing cool is Jango Fett. But it's kind of spoiled because we have to see baby boy Boba. Oh, you in the new Star Wars, you get to see him as a little kid. Do you like Darth Vader? Well, in the new movie, you get to see him as a little kid. Han was there to hotwire the bunker door, sorta. Yeah, because they brought R2-D2 and a golden protocol droid. All the rebels are in camouflage. They brought a golden protocol droid. Joey Flores. Attack of the Clones was the worst thing. Agreed. Jango and the Bounty Hunter game was the best thing about it. Yes, yeah, the Bounty Hunter game is pretty cool. Watched my neighbor play that. It was neat. It also had some cool references to the Legends Mandalorian stuff.
Went a little crazy there.
I rank 2 above 1. I just can't take that kid's acting. Yeah, I love 1 for its art style.
Pod racing
scene is pretty dope. I like the big battle at the end between the guns and the battle droids. I like. Oh, you know what? You know why 1 is better than 2? Lightsaber fights. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn versus Darth Maul is so unbelievably cool, and Count Poo Poo is not. Gotta be the worst lightsaber fight in all of Star Wars, right? Count Dooku versus Obi-Wan and Anakin for like a second, and then he fights fake Yoda. Trash boat. I'm trying to think of a redeeming trait from Attack of the Clones. Yep. The love story. Power surge. Speaking of Star Wars, my wife is currently watching Star Wars for the first time. She's watched episode 4, episode 5, episode 1, and now she's going to watch 2. She just found out this week that Vader is Luke's dad. Funny thing is that she's a Lord of the Rings fan, but never cared for Star Wars. She's watched it because we wanted to watch Mando. I know a lot of people like that, who like Lord of the Rings but don't like Star Wars. They're different. I think they're different. They're pretty different. Star Wars is much more fantasy than Lord of the Rings. The fight and ship chase between Jango is awesome, though. That's true. It's a pretty good little fight. I always wonder, though, what was Obi-Wan gonna do? Like, if he apprehended Jango Fett, was he gonna strap him to the hood of his little yellow spaceship or red spaceship? Or was he gonna steal Jango Fett's spaceship? Or was he gonna ask the Geonosians nicely, or not the Geonosians, the Kaminoans nicely for a spaceship? Are Jedi's cops who can just arrest people? Maybe they call him Qui-Gon Jinn because he's drinking gin all the time. Mr. Plinkett. You including the Clone Wars series in that marathon. I love the Clone Wars series. She wouldn't last. Always felt that lightsaber fights should be like duels in samurai movies, where there's only one or two swings and then it's over, but it's super tense the whole time. I think if I had to rate best lightsaber fights,
you should have a channel with
I know.
this.
I think I gotta go Return of the Jedi, or no, Empire Strikes Back, Luke versus Vader, and then I think 7, the fight in the snow. That's a gorgeous, amazing lightsaber fight.
We should do on Saturdays. It's a Star Wars talk. Top 10 Star Wars fights.
Obi-Wan never thought that far ahead back then. Just like when he just jumps down in front of Grievous and says, "Hello there." Yeah, he would have been doomed if Grievous just decided to shoot him. You know, the narrator of the Clone Wars series just had a stroke. Oh, that's sad. He was very good. If you guys haven't, I've seen everything Red Letter Media has ever done. Thank you very much, Christian Kudsi. You got email this web zone if you want a pizza roll. You guys could paint Star Wars Legion models too. That'd be true. That's true. Yeah, we'll have to figure out something. Some sort of a series where we can talk Star Wars shop and paint Star Wars Legion.
That would be kind of a neat something.
Lucky bad. Good night. You know what though? The regular Star Wars Legion with the Rebels and the Imperials, I don't care. It's neat, but as soon as I saw Clone Wars, I'm like, okay, this will happen to me one day. One day I will buy all of this. But I wasn't really feeling it when it was just Rebels and Empire. I like the Stormtroopers. I actually collect Imperial stuff. It's the only Star Wars stuff I collect. I don't want to paint 100 white Stormtroopers. That CW box looks so good. Star Control. I don't know what that is. Space I don't know what a CW box is.
Trash anything.
Same. I am told the rules are weird too. I really like the clone models. Ooh, you know
Clone Wars? CW?
Clone Wars. Yeah, that could be it. The Clone Wars box. That makes sense.
Kaleidoscope.
Clone Wars.
Kaleidoscope is with a K.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know
It's all
what?
the
You know what's
water.
another thing I want is Malifaux. I want to play Malifaux.
Clone Wars. I was referring to Legion Clone Wars box set.
Mhm.
Yes.
I think it's just the coolest thing in the world that Malifaux uses a deck of cards instead of no dice. That's so cool. There's a war game with no dice in it. And you can apparently there's things you can do to like alternate your draw, and it's just super cool. Just amazing. And the models are all every single model is phenomenal for Malifaux, and it's fun to say Malifaux, and it's even harder to spell.
Perfect.
I wish they would put Mando on disc. I guess that's how they get people to stay subbed to Disney Plus, though. Yep, that's true.
Yep. Although my parents have been watching it, and so they're just going to re-up whenever it comes back. They'll just get the month.
Yeah, that's the tricky thing with it. Unless you're a child, there's not that much for you on Disney Plus.
No.
And maybe if you have Hulu too through it, but then you just want Hulu and not Disney Plus.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you watch the Clone Wars and Rebels. I just rewatched Clone Wars and Rebels not that long ago, though, so I don't need it again.
Speaking of again.
Oh, yeah.
It is 12:31.
Christian could see all the Marvel movies. I'm marveled out for a little while. I think I need to give it a year or two, and then I can rewatch them. My toddlers love Mickey Mouse Club. Yeah.
I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
For kids.
You have to do it.
I know.
This isn't real.
All right.
Yeah, I can't end the stream.
Yep. All right. Good night, guys. Happy
night,
New
folks.
Year's. And we'll see you later today.
We will.
We're doing a Patreon stream.
Yes, we are. Oh, we get naughty on the Patreon.
Yeah, we get
streams.
naughty. We say what we really think about everything. So
yeah, everyone should try to join us for Patreon.
Yeah. Blue Orcs. Yeah. Blue Orcs. Have a great night.
Look at all these lurkers popping up
Yeah.
now they're at the end. Thanks for contributing.
Yeah.
No, we love you all and we appreciate you coming out.
Yeah. Thanks.
Sipping some water with